how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, I need to use the restroom. I got the stream all set up and running, but I really need to use the restroom. So let me get the music rolling. Let me get the whole video placed on and all that set up. Sorry, boys. Video was taking a quick... I wish it was quick, but a quick second to I'll just sit there and process for a little bit longer. Either that or the uploading thing was slowing it down. I have no idea, honestly, but let me set it just because it's kind of sort of late, and we'll get the duels up and running. Let me go use the restroom and then we'll be good. Let me get the music going for you guys while I'm at it. How you boys all doing? Hopefully everybody is having a good one. Drop in the music. Hold on, let me have you guys listen to the song again. This is a new one, dude. It's a new one on the track. All right, let me be right back. Real quick, bathroom, and then we're good to go. Alrighty, boys. Now we are all empty and yawning for some duels. Literally empty. Boys, I ran a dungeon today. Can you guys believe it? I ran a dungeon! Dungeons work on the alpha. It was actually exciting. No music or nothing. No voice acting or anything like that. I have no idea what the fuck was happening with the story. But bosses were really cool. It was awesome. Necromancer, there's a lot of necromancers inside of that dungeon, dude. Very interesting mobs. It's overtuned as shit. But I ran up with this group and we had a warlock putting up curses all over the place. We had a priest healing the shit out of us whatever he could. Brewmaster went in and just trying to rumble with the enemies. We had also a... what was a boomy who could just B-ras people all the fucking time, blasting things, and then me hopping on that outlaw with blade foe, just slicing and dicing shit. That was actually fun as fuck. That assassination felt super good to play. It's a lot of like micromanagement, so I don't get to do it in many Venoms, but it felt really good to play. It's like a lot of thought process goes through the head when we play an assassin. And then there's subtlety, which is all about, okay, can I line up the burst? I want to get as many strong, big, blasting, 30-second shadow dances, you know. I want to make my shadow dance window really powerful, just hammering the boss back to back, and it's just like the rest of it, you just manage resources. And I tried the AoE. It's nothing insane or impressive. I'm pretty sure we're gonna AoE on like 8 or more targets. However, on like less than that, we're still gonna be popping those eviscerates back to back, just because that does so much damage. Dude, it's so great. I'm gonna make a video on it, dude. I'm gonna make a video on it. Tell me about it. What's up, boys? Hope all of you having a good one. Let me get the duels up and running. Yeah? Let me log on. Sorry. I'm fucking slow, dude. I'm fucking slow today, dude. Let's just all chill back, hang back, take it easy. A slow opening with Dal, but we'll just dive right back into the goddamn duels, boys. We'll dive right back in. Alright, making sure I'm on US account. Okay, we're good. It's set. Dude, Shadow Priest still feel nerfed in SL Alpha. I have not got to take a close look at Shadow Priest yet, Hal. But that would be one of the classes on my radar right now. We got, what? We got, I woke up 30 minutes ago. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? 30 minutes. Dude, take it easy. Is everybody still out of school with, the, you know, the world ending and whatnot? Is that still a thing? Alright, boys. Now we're ready. Now we're actually ready. Let's get some duels up and running. How's Feral? It's more or less the same. It doesn't really feel any different. It just lost a lot of the essences and traits. But it doesn't feel terrible. I mean, it's level 50, so it's like, I don't know how it's going to feel like at the end game. But with the way it's at right now, it doesn't feel terrible at all. Alright, NA! We are here on NA, ready for some motherfucking 5v5 1v1 duels. The Sav and Siva already got a group up and running. They'll be the first ones. First come, first serve, boys. Only the hungry ones get to eat first. We got Boris in the back as well. We got you On the side here, who else we got, boys? Do we got the Boom? Do we got big old Boom in here? Boomasaur on his Boomer. Do we have Lucron in here? Do we have Body Count? Elendilio, or whatever the fuck. I think he's on Attached Exo now, isn't he? Unholy level 1. What? Unholy love? Dude, Unholy feels really good to play in Shadowlands. Holy shit, dude. I did my video today, or yesterday, last night on Death Knights, and had a buddy of mine who's a Death Knight main in there too. Oh my god, dude. Some of the shit, dude. Some of the shit you see with Death Knights, it's nuts. It's really fucking good, though. We're gonna start off with these songs just for a bit, see where it goes there. Switch. Also, let's do the rule off the bat, no more than 2 of any class. Because I'm seeing Team Red, they got 2 rogues, and if that would have been a 3rd rogue, I would have been like, oh man, we're going to have stealth duels all day. So let's do this limit at the very beginning of these guys. I'm just feeling like it. Let's do only 2 of each class per team. We'll drop that rule eventually. But I think we'll be fine. Your buddy sounds awesome, dude. He plays Death Knight all the time. Named Squizguard, dude. We got ourselves Team Red with Body Count already prepped and ready to go. We got ourselves Brun in the back, coming back in as a Jester Warlock Maniac. We got Cousin Puffer. See you working here, as well as Surino. Or it's the Team Red with Decapitator. We got Frodo the Ganker. We got ourselves Laura. We got Mystic. And we got Sloppy Lips XO. Druids, please be out of stealth and out of cat form. Unless you are dueling, Sloppy, you're free to stay in cat form the whole time. Is he going up? Oh no! They're going up against Brun! He's the guy that Jester set up, the succubus off to the side, in stealth, waiting for that feral. Gonna be a succubus. Big bite coming out into Brooks in the opener. That's gonna be Sloppy. Trying to get some damage in, and it looks like his stars are actually already stuck in on the succubus. Wow, that thing was in stealth. Infernal coming down. It's gonna be Trinket as he's trying to juke away from a fear. And Brun is gonna just have to waddle over after Sloppy for a bit. Try to see if he hit him down with a shot of fear. Not gonna happen. It looks like Sloppy is gonna be able to escape out of there scot-free unless a come flag gets him down. Try to see if he can go for a heal. Shot of fear coming down from a corner. Is that going to be Brun? Is going to be able to get himself a cataclysm. Huge damage out of Brun so far. I mean, this man is just melting in front of our eyes like an ice cream on a fucking summer Sunday, boys. It's going to be regrowth coming out for Sloppy Lips. How sloppy are those lips, boy? He's going to eat Casbolts for free today, man. If you were hungry, he got fucking Bronx right here just pounding those Casbolts into you. That's going to be a little tough. But Brun is going to get himself a bit of a rain of fire, trying to deny the feral re-stealth. Not going to be able to do it. It looks like the cat is going to be able to get another round here. The cat is out of the bag. It looks like all his tricks are known to the Warlock. Going to try to see if he can get him reopener. Destrigat Trinket does cleave him and the pet. Taking the pet out is going to be... the Destrigat Trinket is going to be split damage between him and the pet. Fear onto Sloppy as he got a wall up and running. And Brun is just trying to position himself a little bit ahead. He knows he's just going to have to get ahead of the feral a little bit. Getting locked out on a Casbolt, taking a bit of damage, having to burn his Warlock Hellstorm for a little bit. And that's going to be Sloppy with those thorns. Warstomp trying to stop Brun from casting. Does still get a Casbolt out. Shadow Fear to fall. It's going to be lots of damage for Brun right here. Fear onto Sloppy. And it's going to be DR, though. No interrupt available. Does get one Casbolt. Second one trying to come out. Does somehow Skull Patch while jumping down. Made no sense how that happened, but he does escape yet another Casbolt away from Brun with that Skull Bash regrowth coming out for Sloppy. It still has those stars stacking on the succubus. So those stars are not stacking on Brun at all. Fear trying to come out. Does he want to Fear kick it? He does not kick it. Fear with a freebie Casbolt coming out for Brun to follow. That's going to be a death coil onto Sloppy. Yet another Casbolt right after. Lots of damage. Barely any health. Drain left to follow after that immolate. Looks like Sloppy is going to be able to recover a little bit of health with those regrowths as well as the rejuve. This man has been on the run from the start. And Brun, I mean, he's just moments away from eliminating the feral, it feels like. Just any time, it looks like Brun is the man who just dictates how this duel is going to be ran. And actually, it looks like he juked out Brun completely. He was just looking one direction, got in the other instead. And Sloppy getting sloppy here, getting hit with that succubus. He has a trinket if he needs to. Trinkets for the Casbolt actually jukes away from it. Stealth is caught for him. Does at least get away from the destruction of Warlock Master over here. But he's just not giving this man an opportunity. He's going to pick up eyes and he's going to send the succubus over there, getting the feral out of stealth so he doesn't even have the proper opener here. He was hoping for a rake opener. Death Coil, we're just going to be CC'd to full here with double Casbolt to follow after this. Oh no, not going to be a double Casbolt. Actually going to be Infernal Stun to follow with that Shout of Fury. It's a Casbolt Cataclysm right after. Sloppy not really looking all that healthy right now. Try to see if he can clip him with yet another Fear. That's going to be Infernal on top of that succubus. That's extra just raw damage that Sloppy's going to have to deal with. Just try to see if you can juke away from all those pets. Very unfortunate duel for Sloppy here, dude. That's the first duel of the day for him. And honestly, like, it could be better. He could have maybe not won it against Bronze. He could have won against any other Duster Warlock, but not Bronx, dude. Not Bronx. He's still surviving though. You gotta give him credit. He's a survivor. He's still not out. Like, he keeps just put in a bad situation, but is not complaining. He's just not giving up. So I really gotta give him credit. He needs to get big bleeds onto Brun and just needs to hide away and reapply bleeds. I think that's gonna be a bike hitting Brun on the side of the dome. He doesn't care. Slings out another cannonball into the Sloppy, barely any health left. Does go for a big swift mental fall. It does not have renewal. Try to go for a bit more mobility. Does not get caught without stun by Brung. And needs to go put more bleeds onto Brun. I mean, he's actually good. He actually could bleed him out. Those bleeds do a lot of damage. It's going to be Warlock Hellstone, so Brun could put that on cooldown. Since I think he is out of combat for a second with the Feral. Does catch him with a second, but CC. Is this going to be enough right here? Is this going to be it? Fear to follow. It's going to be an Immolate. Maybe a Casbolt right after. Does look like he got a come flag. No, come flag goes here. And that's going to be Fear. Try to make it happen, but Sloppy is just going to let the HOTS do the work. You got to put bleeds into Brun and go for resets with HOTS. And I think, honestly, he just might bleed him out. Eventually, Brun is going to have full cooldowns, and Sloppy just might need to just put defenses. But I honestly think he can do this. I honestly think he can. Does not catch the restart. It's going to be a death call to follow. Trinkets out of it. Fear available. Bash onto that Fear. And it's going to go for Destiny Gats. Trinket onto Brun. Getting those bleeds up and running. Does hit him with the Reaping Flames. It's going to be a root onto Brun. Is he going for it? Is he going to take my advice? Put bleeds on the guy and let the HOTS do the work? With Brun and just come in to reapply your dots. Try to get an opener with Rake onto Brun until he can get the proper Rake opener. He's going to have a bit of a hard time with this. Fear coming out onto Sloppy. Didn't want to let Brun get full free Casbolt. It's going to be Infernal coming down. Shadow Fear to follow right after. No Trinket available. Double Casbolt to follow. And that's going to be down. Oh! That's a little sad to see. He had such a run, dude. I mean, he was literally running all over the place, but he had such a good run. And just to have a run end to that, that's just unfortunate. Big pummel onto Bronx as he's trying to get a Casbolt off and running onto Decapitator. Could be a Trinket out of the Warrior. Does go for a Strongbolt onto Brun. Maybe has Reflect. Doesn't have a Zerker Rage. Wait, nope. It looks like someone did break his Succubus. See, Fear to follow. Actually going to spam Feared with Casbolts back to back. Should be able to recover a little bit of health. Didn't even use his Enraged Regeneration yet. Brun jumping down onto the bridge. Not sure if that's a good idea for him, but he's trying to see if he can kite Decapitate against for a little bit. Maybe just trying to run away from the guy. Wall coming out. Should be able to get a bit of damage onto Decapitator. It is going to be a Fear to stop Brun's wall. He wants to make sure he can interrupt Brun if anything changes. Doesn't want to eat Casbolt for free. Fear to follow. Doesn't have Zerker Rage for that one. That's going to be a Stormbolt onto that second Casbolt as a Fear came out. Succubus CC. Try to maybe go for a little bit of damage. Oh, what is that charge into a conflagration? Just stop the charge midway. That is just unforged. That is a big unforged. Bronze dude, he has so much haste. I want to know how many corruptions with haste increases he has. Because this man, every time he casts a spell, it's like as if he's bloodlusted. And as in PvP, he has the fastest cast in the West, dude. For 7 minutes into this duel, Decapitator is going to go for food. And it looks like Brun is going to let him catch a bit of a reset with that one. As he decided to mount up. Decapitator is not out of the duel just yet. For Brun, though, dampening is going to be starting to rack up. And since he has no self-healing whatsoever besides Death Call and Warlock Hellstone, he's going to have a hard time versus the rest of the Team Red. I mean, all the way down to Frodo. Going to be a short charge, but Decapitator doesn't always reach Brunks into a Casbolt. That almost obliterates him. The Casbolt that is chonking him out. Might have to go for Enraged Regeneration here as he just tried to play to the end. And it looks like Brun is going to jump off the bridge. Maybe he had some sort of corruption up above. But he keeps jumping off the bridge, I guess, seeing if Decapitator follows him. If only he had a Warlock circle, dude, in order to teleport to, that would be so perfect for him. He would have even more mobility. But it looks like Brun is going to actually reset and catch himself another Succubus. Decapitator is really giving him a run for the money. It looks like Brun might not be able to take him out. It looks like this Warrior might actually have it. He is Stormbolt into Brun, doing a bit of damage, trying to see if he can ramp up. That's going to be an Infernal, slamming down. Decapitator does have a Trinket, interrupting Brun on fire. Brun, does he want to go for Fear? Is going to go for Warlock Hellstone. Immolate is going to come out. Doesn't really have Casbolts to follow. It's going to be popping CDs into a Death Call. Casbolt coming out. Does he have a Reflect? He does not. Fear on to Decapitator. Does go for a Fear back, but he does it a Casbolt as he goes. And that's going to be it for him. Next is going to be Frodo. Frodo Ganker up next. I want to say his Assassination Rogue. Vendetta already rolling into Brun. It's going to be Succubus. He breaks pretty early. And Brun is going to be able to get the Rogue out of there with a come flag for a second fear to follow. Rogue is actually going to run down where it's actually creating a line of sight. And Brun's still dotted up with a massive vendetta. It could be lots of big damage. Casbolts are flying back to back into the Rogue, actually putting him in a bad situation. He's going to go for a Cloak of Shadows. And I don't think, yep, that's going to be a big damn Brun. Down for the count. Frodo taking him out. Brun just fought tooth and nail versus Sloppy versus Decapitator all the way into pretty higher dampening. And I feel like if you would somehow maybe end the duel with Decapitator or slip Sloppy a little bit early, because Decapitator got everything out of him. He got every defense and offensive. Looks like Cerna trying to go for some big damage versus Frodo. Does hit him with a Hodge while evasion is up. Trinkets out of it. The evasion is actually holding on for a little bit unless he can get all that holy damage through, and that's going to be a advantage out of Frodo. Hung in there for as long as he could before Cerna was able to clap him out, and it's going to be a bit of a reset. Sap by the Rogue, and Frodo doesn't have a lot really here. Not a lot of health, and Cerna still has wings. So Frodo might just sit and stealth the whole time. There goes the stealth duel, boys. This is why I don't like too many rogues. Cheap shot actually going in, staying pretty ballsy. Needs to make sure he's drinking the sippy cups. Shield advantage for Cerno as he's trying to get himself an execution sentence on Frodo. That's going to be another set of wings! Pop together with that Shield of Vengeance! Shield of Vengeance contributing from all that extra holy damage. And it looks like Mythic is going to give him a little bit of a run. He went a little long way to give Cerno a little bit of a reset. Almost like an honor duel. I think he's trying to give you an honor duel more or less, my guy. At least I think he's doing. Hold on. No. Oh, yeah, he's gonna. Wait. Honor duel? No? Okay, it's gonna be Palmer. Greater Pirate gonna be opening. Checking out Cerno into a Hodge of the Mythic. Is gonna get a root onto the Paladin. Hand for him. Needs to come out of here. Greater Pirate Blast might connect unless he gets a. He didn't even go for an interrupt. Rebuke wasn't even used. Maybe he already got juked on the cast or so. But that's going to be big damage out of Mythic. Cerno is going to hit him with a Hand of Hindrance, slowing him down. No big Pyro Bust available for Mythic. Did get quite a bit of damage with that last Pyro. That might have been the only Pyro that had any crit to it. And that's going to be Cerno actually dodging away from the Ring of Frost. So for Mythic, he has all that good control. But now, without Combust, he needs to land more Polymorphs. And Ring of Frost isn't going to be there either. So it's going to be Greater Pyro into Cerno. So that's going to be full recess. Does hit him with the Rupee Flame. Twisted Appendage coming in for Cerno. Mythic can equalize our health with a single Greater Pyro. Did Cerno's Infinite Stars actually clap on the tentacle? I cannot believe it, dude. That's a good 40k hit. Not even crit. And that's going to be Mythic actually going for a full reset as Cerno. I mean, he just has damage just out of nowhere intermittently. Does he get on top of the Mage? He's near him. He's near him. Mythic actually having to go down. Does not get himself any good food. Might want to sit down and eat ASAP, but with Cerno hovering right above him. It's going to be tough. Picking up the eyes as the Mage does come out of stealth. Maybe a Breath into a Polymorph could come out. Breath Polymorph. Mythic actually taken down by the Twisted Appendage. Almost dead. That's going to be Cerno. He just needs one more global to proc the Cauterize. And that'll be down for the count. Ring of Frost to follow after Greater Pyro. Does connect as he had a global ready. Actual proc to Cauterize out of Mythic. That's going to be second Greater Pyro. Shield of is up. That's going to be Ice Block for Mythic. Cerno going for Flashlight. Does he interrupt him? Breath. Does land the interrupt into Reaping Flames. Cerno just needs some more judgments. Dude, oh my god, that judgment almost ended. Cerno, Hammer of Righteous just tossed that thing in there. Otherwise, Mythic is going to go for food. Cerno better end him right now, dude. He has the perfect opportunity. And Mythic trying to get some food. Not going to happen. Cerno's up next. He needs to catch the breath. No! He got the Templar's Verdict instead. Cerno could have just had a bit of a ranged hit with a Judgment. That would have been it. But instead, it's going to be a full setup. Give him a full Templars. Laura is going to be the last one on Team Red, with Cerno is going to go with full Vendetta. Cerno, Blood of the Enemy coming out for what looks like Assassination Rogue. Kidney Shot to follow. Cerno taking a lot of damage. Bubble or Bop has to come out. And he's actually going counter-offensive with the Rogue, trying to see if he might be able to get the cooldowns out. Probably a Trinket. Yep, Laura did get a Trinket out. Cerno is actually just continuing to slap damage into Laura. Trinkets out of the blind. He just continued to hammer damage into. Could go for the Racial with the Zandalari. Might as well. Regenerating. Is Laura close enough to stop it? Does sap him, but he's still got a lot of healing back, though. He did get a lot of heals back. What's Cousin Pupper doing? Don't take that res. That's your res. Ah. There goes. Sprun. Stay down. Take a nap. Let these guys duel it out. Otherwise, does it actually take away the kill if you res somebody? Huh. I was thinking to myself, like, why would it's like, I wouldn't want him to res, but it's like, well, if he did, like, we know he's dead. But nah, stay down. Just I get confused with things easily. Let's just have you stay down, just because, well, he died. That's going to be Cloaker Shadows for Laura, but not a lot of health really left. It looks like Serena might have a few more globals ready here, and that might be the end to this road. Killer Shot does come out. Serena, Bob coming in. Laura has no escapes, and I think it's going to be down for the count. Smoke Bomb coming in, though, trying to stay alive, trying to keep himself running. That's going to be a technical attachment to themselves, and that's going to be it. Brun's team wins this one. Serena with 3 kills, Brun with them 2, and Frodo taking 1 on Team Blue, I think it is, on the right, or maybe Team Red. Either way, team on the right. What's up, girl? How you doing, fam? Oh, nice mark. I like that a lot, actually. Wait, is that Legion stuff? It's so hard to see with those corruptions. So hard to see him. Vitalis and Boris already? Okay, let's get Boris and Vitalis in here next. We'll get Seavark and Sav and all of them playing again in the bed, okay? We just want to get as many people in here as best possible. Keep it the same going last. Wait, they're going last? Oh, same groups as your last ones? Okay. Boris and Vitalis. Let's get them in here real quick. And we'll start mixing and matching you guys, yeah? If you guys have done these duels before, if you want to open up more than one group for anybody that's new to join in for 5v5 1v1s, I would very much appreciate it. Just so we have like a big number of groups. I know a lot of you guys want to like play together, but like a Seawork and body count on the same team, but if they want to split and make 2 different teams, I would appreciate it. Because a lot of people keep asking like, hey, is there a group up? Is there a group up? Is there a group up? Usually we'll have like, on EU, it's just a bunch of groups, dude. It'll be a group of 2, a group of 1, a group of 3, and eventually they'll all fill up. They'll redo. I got DC 1 sec. I got DC. Should I reset? It didn't queue. So I could re-queue. Yeah. How you boys all doing? Is it US tonight? It is NA today, boys. You guys are more than welcome to make it a group on Horde. Need someone with Dal added. Yo, boy, just added me. Just add me. I'll add you and I'll queue against somebody else who has a group. Starting group. Perfect, boys. Perfect. Warriors only have stuns and vanilla TBC and Wrath Lich King. Warriors only didn't have stuns and vanilla. Did they really not have stun until later? I guess you did a lot of damage. You didn't really need stuns, right? You just slammed damage. You let the stuns to rogues who would just whittle at you and just tickle you down with daggers and poisons. Maybe a big crit of Viscera or 2. You didn't need none of those cheap tricks, dude. You were a warrior, dude. You didn't need that. Oh, it didn't charge of a stun? Technically? Didn't charge of a stun? And an intercept too? Or did it not? I don't know, dude. Alright, let's try it again. Let's get Boris and Vitalis in here. We gotta keep requeuing, guys. Sometimes when it breaks, especially Vitalis since he's new. When I queue you guys and it breaks, I'll just keep requeuing you. So just keep pressing yes, yes, accept, accept, accept. It's gotta be like that. Nothing we can really do about it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What do you know? We take a stun for an intercept. That's pretty decent. What's Dallas thinks? I gotta add him. Dalaran #1340. When you guys have a group ready and you're the lead, let me know in chat. I'll add you. Also, if you want to advertise that you have a group starting on NA, feel free to start in the chat. Be like, yo, NA, we got a Horde group. 4 out of 5, need a +1. Somebody on the Horde will be like, oh shit, I can log on. Or Alliance. You guys are more than welcome to advertise the fact that you have groups in the chat. Just remember to include which faction you're on. It's NA today, so everybody on NA should be aware. I guess it could be like NA. Add that too. Switch. What do we got? We got ourselves team. We're going to take a look at Team Red. We got ourselves Calv here with Death Grips. We'll think it would be a Death Knight with Death Grips. We got friends in here. High Loa. And Vitalis on that big old survival. We got ourselves Demon Hunty on Team Blue with Demonic in the back, Kane, Pedro, and Thresh-Talk, dude. 2 rogues? Okay, let's see how it works out. Demon Hunty looks like he's going to be going up first. Death Grips is going to meet him in the battle. Starting off with a big old Stormbolt. Not even a charge needed for this man. Star's going to be a stun by Demon Hunty. Chicken coming out for Death Grips immediately does interrupt the big eye beam from the Demon Hunter. Big leap for Death Grips. As he's just looking to bail away. That's not even full metamorphosis. I don't really know why you would want to leap. I guess he just tried to CC the Demon Hunter. Maybe see if he can get a trinket out of him without fear. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Stun onto Death Grips. Perfect. So Demon Hunter now honestly has control of this duel. So for Death Grips, it's really going to be up to managing to heal and then lining up damage. As Demon Hunter looks like he's the one who's getting to play offensive while Death Grips playing defensive for the most part. Just trying to shut the Demon Hunter down, but maybe he'll have some damage rolling very soon. President Edge coming out for looks like Death Grips. Bladestorm coming out in case Demon Hunter was going to get a big stun. It's going to be full metamorphosis. I even to follow Blade Dance right now to Death Grips. It's going to take quite a bit of damage out of the Demon Hunter. Wishes he had fear for this proper moment right now. But next Stormbolt could get a trick out of Demon Hunter. Looks like the DH is actually taking more damage than the Warrior. Even though the Warrior is the one playing defensive here, No human racial available for 30 more seconds. That's going to be short stun. Barely did much damage to the warrior. Stronghold to follow. Demon Hunter does get out of it. And Death Grips, does he have Reflect? He does have Reflect. Is able to bounce a few of those fell lances back to the Demon Hunter. And he might just get back in there, dude. He's been playing super safe. Technically coming out for Demon Hunter, it looks like. And Death Grips needs to eliminate that thing immediately. That's, I guess, not doing maybe too much damage. Maybe that's why he's not focused. Death Grips actually just going for a continual full self-heal playstyle with double Crucible. Just go for a self-heal. Enrage Regeneration finally coming out. Human Racial coming in for that stun as Demon Hunter is trying to see if he can bail away. Looks like Death Grips didn't even get a single global dealing Enrage Regen. It didn't look like he got a lot of healing available for that, dude. So that might put him back a little bit, but it looks like these boys, I mean, they're kind of just doing for like a very... I would expect a lot of big bursts out of these guys any moment right now, but it's like they're going very self-sustain and self-heal. Like Death Grips right now, every Crucible he burns just to keep himself sustained. I feel like if we want to go for that playstyle, you would go for like double charge, stun onto Death Grips, and down he goes. First blood for Demon Hunter. Calf this is going to be up next. Prowling up to Demon Hunter. Does land the opener. Perfect opportunity for him to go for a little bit of damage. Big bite on Demon Hunter. Sends a double Crucible into him. That's going to be rude. Letting the bleeds and the dots rot him from the inside out. Demon Hunter tried to see if he can catch up to the Feral. Does catch a resell. Blade Dance. Does actually juke out the Rake opener. Thorns are up. Demon Hunter needs to dispel this immediately. Blood Elf coming out. Didn't get it. Maybe he has the Blood Elf Dispel. The, what is it? Consume Magic, I think? Doesn't have Purge, it looks like. So it's going to bail out. Still bleeding. And Calf is going to be able to get himself... Oh, no! Almost got a reopener. Ivan coming out for Demon Hunter. Perfect opportunity for the Demon Hunter to maybe get a lot of health. No, he's going to have to go for the self-heal. Does land a stun into Calf, but he does dip into Bear. Right before any of that happens. Catches a restyle real quick. Maybe a big bite. Safeguard Trinket. Rocket for Demon Hunter. And I think it might be lights out. Unless he can just somehow recover any more defenses. He has Darkness. He might be able to get some healing through. While Darkness is down. Down he goes. Never even used Darkness in Calf. Just gotta let the dots rot him down. Kane is gonna be up next. Actually catching the Feral out in the open. Like as if he knew where he was at. Did he pick up the eyes? I don't think he did. It's going to be Leg Soup as Calf actually has... What does Calf have? Is that an Underrot Trinket? That does no healing now. It's so nerfed. That's going to be Rolling Dragon Punch for Kane, but it looks like he missed a lot of it. Maybe he was kind of banking on the images to be able to at least be next to the Feral. But it looks like all him as well as this images missed that Rolling Dragon Punch completely. Calf catching himself a restyle, Leg Sweep, or Spinning Crane Kick is going to get about. Fist of Fear Luck in a minute. That's going to be Thorns right there. Kane does have a defensive rolling though. This is going to be able to dampen harm. Anywhere between a 20% to 50% damage reduction based on the ability. So at least a 20% reduction from those thorns, I would guess. Yeah, that's decent, honestly. That's something you would just stay on, dude. And a fairly short cooldown of 2 minutes. It's not that short. That's going to be a reopener by Calf. Trinket out of the Monk into an Incap. He hasn't used Touch of Death yet, I don't think. So maybe he's still standing a chance. Does get the Rolling Dragon Punch rolling. But it's not... It's doing a little bit of damage. But he hasn't really won for the big hit. Looks like Calfish is going to be playing very defensive here. Just got the bleeds up and running. Looking to get the hell away. Did Kane just go for a leg sweep? I certainly hope not, boys. Into a Karma while Thorns are up and running. Calf might want to disable those immediately. That's going to be a bit of damage. Still, no Touch of Death coming out for Kane. Unless he plays like a Glyph Touch of Death. Which I guess is possible. Maybe he's going for the big ice. He can touch death. Staying on the Feral as best possible. Bash coming out for Calv. Just trying to shake this Monk off of him this whole game as we hit the 5-minute mark, boys. 2% dampening. Yeah, and Kane, I think he's going to end up losing him. Calv is going to catch himself a full reset. The eyes are up if Kane wants to. Looks like he is kind of walking his way to the eyes. The Feral does get the opener with a Ray. Going to be a pretty big bleed. Kane popping in wall right now. Calv just looking to get the other direction. Does still rock the Underrot trick, and it does very little healing right now. You might want to pop for a damage-oriented trinket. I think this guy hasn't played since a while now, honestly. This guy has that tank trinket. Maybe that's why he's surviving. Maybe the healing from a tank trinket is actually really good. I mean, he's getting proccing. Like, he just heals somewhat for a little. Look at that heal. It was nothing. Touch of Death coming out onto Calv with a bite to follow. He's going to wall this damage. Maybe. Perfect opportunity to go to offensive. Kane, I don't even know why he went for a port. That's going to be a Touch of Death. Up onto Calv. Does a bit of damage. He did pop in a bear for him. I don't even know why Calv just ported there, dude. What? He just went for a port while Touch of Death is up and running. I feel like that was maybe a mistake. Calf is just struggling to kill. I mean, Kane is struggling to kill Calf down, dude. Calf, I mean, he was taking a pounding. He was getting kited. He's trying to kite the monk. He barely can get the openers. He's getting the rip and rake and bites and everything. And Kane, I mean, it looks like he has a setup every single time, but he's just been pounding damage into Calf this whole time. And this man is just unkillable. Is actually the tank? Is that what he's doing? His tank trinkets? Maybe more than just the other trinket. Maybe he's running more than one tank trinket here. Because he's just surviving 11 minutes into dampening. The healing is going to start getting a little bit meager in about 3 minutes or so as we hit the 10-minute mark. Calf still getting back in, walling the damage, trying to stay on top of Calf the whole time. Calf just continued to heal himself. And Kane is going to bail out. Ibao was out while he has wall still and everything. Maybe the problem is Kane is just bowing out a little too early. He has Touch of Death. He didn't use it early at all while Calf had no trinket. He used Touch of Death when the trinket came up. As Calf got his cooldowns back. And then Kane kind of ports out of the way. Like, during weird times, I guess. I don't know, it's just, it's a weird strat, but it's just like, it feels like he has so much damage. It just kind of backs up a little early, maybe. Maybe just a misplay? Just a strain of misplays over and over and over? I don't know. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Calf is on top of Kane. I mean, he has no karma, no nothing. That's going to be a Crucible. I think he's dead. I think it's just... Maybe he's just not having a good day. I don't even know how the port ended up there. We have a fight. Does he just die to the bleeds? Ported, trying to get around the Feral, but he's going to be a skull bash and the thing shredded. Next up is going to be Pedro, trying to see if he might be able to get the opener. What was that? Corruption. Did Calf's corruption practice that? Was that his CD? Because Pedro got caught on himself with the rake opener. He's going to get hit with the bash. Calf does get the opener onto Pedro. He's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage here while coming up for Pedro first. And then this shame of chess versus cat versus cat. Thorns are up for Calf, playing a bit of defensive. Pedro seeing him popping into the bear form. Perfect opportunity for Calf to get some damage rolling back onto Pedro. Thorns for Thorns. And Calf popping back into bear form. Each of these Ferals has at least one wall available. Renewal is also available for both of these Ferals. Trinket's also up. Pedro's getting restunned here with a Shadow Melt. He's playing the Torrent, however. Won't be able to get himself a reset like that. Does have a short stun, if anything. Worst comes to worst. Bash out to Calf. Trinket's out of it. It looks like maybe it is Pedro's corruption that does TD. Is wall for wall right now. So that's going to be a perfect, in sync cooldown for each Feral right now. Bash out to Pedro. Still doesn't want to Trinket at all. Calf just getting himself bleeds up and running. Is just gonna get a big bite on Pedro. Pedro got some cooldowns rolling. Does Calf have any CDs at all? Renewals went out for both Ferals. Pedro is the one popping CDs, but he's the one taking the most amount of damage. Thorns are rough for Calf. Does go for a War Stomp, but down it goes. And there it is, boys. Out of those Ferals, it looks like Calf is going to be the better Feral. Demoniac landing a sap on the Calf, but looks like he still bleeds on him. It's going to be Shadow Blades for Demoniac. Does go for a cheap shot. Bike to follow out to Calf. Looking to be a one-shot him right here. Cheap shot right after. Shadow Strikes to follow. Big Invisor staying on top of him. And Calf getting just burned down in a quick second by Demoniac. Next up is going to be a Frenzy. Got a full stun up and running. It's going to be a full Ancient Hysteria or Unholy Frenzy. Both have a very similar icon. And Demonic is going to be surrounded by the army of the dead, but not before Cloak of Shadows with a little bit of a sippy cup is going to vanish out of there immediately after every ghoul for Frenzy has been used. Might just want to pick up the eyes immediately and find the rogue. He has A-bomb for a bit. He has the boys. If he just runs by the rogue with an A-bomb and he tags him with a dot, that'd be huge. It looks like that's exactly what he's trying to go for. Trying to see if he might be able to run that A-bomb with him. But Demonic is staying ahead of the competition, and Frenzy might as well go pick up the eyes as we hit on 10-minute mark. 31% dampening, boys. That was a weird few duels, I gotta be honest, dude. That was a little bit weird at the very beginning. Cal just had like the longest duels there. I don't know. I want to see what this man is running, because he's running still tank trinkets. When's the last time Cal played? Must have been like season 2, right? Or season 3? That's gonna be an opener by Demonic onto Frenzy. Try to get a full setup of stuns. And as soon as he saw a IMS, he decided bailing out of there is a better option. Aim is down. Frenzy is taking a bit of damage. Noxious Venom Glands. What are these trinkets that Team Red has up their sleeve? What is that trinket, dude? A Venom Gland. You're just spraying the fucking... It's spraying Mountain Dew onto Demoniac. It feels like. Damn, it's going to be a... what is it? Death Pact. For Frenzy does have a bit of his health necrotic out. Maybe he has a human racial still. Demonic has evasion rolling. He's surrounded by the army of the dead, trying to get himself to pick up. Blind onto Frenzy, seeing if you might be able to get a trinket out of him. Frenzy might honestly be relentless with a human racial, so then next stun is just going to be huge for him either way. So Demonic just needs to catch a full reset. That is going to be an abomination on top of him. If he can catch himself a reset somehow versus Frenzy. I mean, he's just stuck every time he tries to go to one side or the other. Now it looks like he's scouting Frenzy and the rest of the pets. Still might die to the dots by himself. Does he have a sippy cup? That's going to be Mages of the Death. The ghouls explode as they dissipate. And Thresh Talk is going to be up next. What is it? Thresh Talk? Someone's like Trash Talk, but Thresh. Into a cheap shot onto Frenzy. Does go for a stun onto the Rogue. Stacking those necrotics. Is Thresh Subtlety? Or is Thresh Assassinate? I want to say Subtlety. I didn't see Garrote at him or anything. I want to say it's the second Subtlety Rogue. Is going to empower his Ghoul while Chain of Ice is rolling onto Thresh. Grip coming out into the Rogue. And unless Thresh has any defenses here, he actually might go down. She into a kidney shot onto Frenzy, but he just dies to the pets. It doesn't matter. And it looks like Frenzy takes that duel at the end. Cav with a big ol' 3-0. And it looks like the DK with a big ol' 2-0 right after him. Oh my goodness. That was an interesting set of duels, boys. Let's get another going, yeah? That was very interesting, boys. Very interesting. But what? Somebody at me? Oh, Brucey did. Okay, here we go. I got some guilders. I told my guilders, hey boys, if you want to check out any of the Shadowlands Alpha stuff, let me know. And I've been having people at me. It's like, yo, what can I check out that peep them paladins, peep them mages, peep them warlocks? I'm like, yo, dude, I'm just chilling in Discord, streaming some Shadowlands so you can see, because they're wondering too, dude. They don't know the Alpha. Shadowlands BFA. I think it's too early to say, just because I honestly. After playing Shadowlands for a little bit, dude, I'm just getting so used to the between the eyes for Outlaw not be the stun anymore. And I'm kind of just getting used to all the new mechanics, and there's so many more abilities, a lot more playstyles to play with Shadowlands. But of course it's going to be like that. It's a new and exciting expansion, right? We can get Boris Receiver or Sav in here. Sav and... Wait, Del, does he have a group? I'm in a group that's 5v5. I'm in a group that's 5 out of 5. Del, are you with Sav or are you with Boris? Or do they want to make you lead? If you're in someone else's group already, let me know. If you don't have anybody there, hey, I have a team. What up, McBlood? Didn't I add you? I'm pretty sure I added McBlood, right? Mages, but I have McBlood. Do I have you added? Let me know, because I didn't move any of you guys. Not sure. Try to find Shadowlands 5v5. Not gonna happen. Not for a bit, dude. Alpha has a very small pool of players. Looking for a dungeon in Alpha takes 30 minutes for a DPS, which is how long does it take on a? I would think it occurred. Well, I don't queue like heroic dungeons and normal dungeons. I do mythics now, but I would think it would be like maybe 10 minutes on live, maybe less. But yeah, McMages, we got it, boys. If they have you, they're talking about adding you. I have lead now. Okay, so we have lead. Let's go Seavark versus Del Potato. McMages isn't me. How do I add you, dude? Dalaran hashtag 1240. Add me and I'll see if I can get you in. Let's get Seavark first versus Del Potato. And Del Potato. And we'll get Sav versus Mug's Bloods groups if he has me added after this. Just so we can get more duels going overall. You know what I mean? I have a horde group. Alright, let me know what your real ID, my dude, and I can add you. It's me. What's up, Stefan? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Add. What's your real ID? Or add me. Dalaran hashtag 1340. Ooh, okay, boys. Let's get another one going. I feel like this song is a little bit weird for a dueling mix, so like I like it, but I feel like it's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? Just a weird song. I feel like it doesn't fit. But this one does. Which? What do we got for the day? We got body count on team. Actually, let's take a look at Team Red. We looked at body count and all that team. Bounty and body count. Boy, you guys are the same org. We got ourselves class here with Hunters, Marios, and the one, the only. We also got body count on Team Blue with Cousin. We got ourselves Seavark. We got ourselves Eleda. I think it's Eleda. IL. And we got Surino as well. Who's going to be going up first? It looks like it's going to be Seavark as an Arcane Mage versus Bounty. Unless you guys are in duels and you're rogue, be out of stealth unless you're dueling. Thank you so much. That's going to be Bounty up first with a Mark for Death getting shot ready. Is he playing Assassination? Looks like it is a Sass Rogue. Getting the big damage. Big Vendetta onto Seawork. Trying to see if he can do his dumpster in one shot. Invest coming up for Seawork with a Temporal Ultra Follow. Trying to deal with some of those dots. Blinking back away from Bounty. Does have him dotted up, but that's going to be Arcane Misses from afar. Bounty, does he have the Shadow Step to reconnect? Actually taking a lot of damage from the Arcane Mage. Seawork took a big burst from Bounty, and you know what? He's like, yo, I got a big burst too. Invis Tricky coming out for Seawork. Bounty doesn't even know where he's going to go. He looks at Seawork. Is going to hit him with a slow as he coming out of stealth. Now one bound to have yet another second go onto Seawork. If anything, does get an appendage there, eliminating the appendage for a minute. Going to be Invis coming out as the kidney shot comes in, but he is not going to stay in that Invis for too long. Death, you got Trinket. Brocking pretty hard onto Seawork with the Cloak of Shadows right now for Bounty. It's going to be immune for a short moment, but looks like he's running out of steam a little. Seawork is going to get him some temporal, get him some more arcane damage. Instant cast blast coming out. Is going to trick out of the blind. Bounty, no more health available. Venice coming out. It looks like it's going to be a big old reset for the both of them. Seawork is going to be able to chow down on food. Bounty better stop him. If he's able to sprint over there, if he's able to get there fast enough, he might be able to stop him. If he has distract, oh no. He looked away, he blinked for a second, and Seawork only has full food, so Bounty will have another go. Bounty does have a trinket. I guess NZXT from Seawork. What was he going to trinket? Polymorph? I guess a root. He could trinket a root, right? So he could trinket Shadow Step. This is going to be Arcane Explosion. Seawork does attach and appendage onto Seawork into an ice block. Doesn't even want to let Bounty play here. That ice block is going to be very controversial. Blink for Seawork is going to get some slows on the Bounty. Sprint is going to keep this rogue mobile and running. Once he gets some damage on the Seawork, get on the Sweeping Flames cast in. But outside of that, he's actually having a little bit of a hard time dealing with a mage. At least for the time being. Big blinks for Seawork right now is going to be able to have a lot of kiting potential into short and invis with an Arcane Blast onto Bounty. Doesn't have anywhere to go. Doesn't have a Shadow Step to stop this mage. It looks like it's going to be a big old Arcane Orb steamrolling through the Rogue. One is going to be up next. He's going to go for an honor duel with Seawork. Without an Icebox, Seawork might have a really hard time here. But one, I think he is going to give him that honor duel as the 2-minute mark hits. Not even dampening. I think this is going to be the dampening game, boys. The one with a big old bow. Seawork with a big old bow. Oh my goodness. One, looking very corrupted. I am expecting you to get slammed by a thing from beyond. Well, maybe he's not too corrupted, but I'm expecting it. I feel like that's enough corruption. Like when I'm struggling to see what the character's Mog looks like, usually I'm expecting the thing from beyond also to go take a close look. You know what I mean? And maybe give like a very violent hug. Sound to Seawork does allow one to get a little bit of a soul shard spend. It's going to go for a double cast with the Death Bolt. That's going to be big damage on the Seawork, just poking out behind the pillar into Arcane Blast. Is doing so much damage. And then there goes a thing from beyond, fearing it. He does not get it. That actually might be the win for Seawork with this thing from beyond. If he can get it proc enough, that could be a huge one. If he is fast enough, he could actually cripple it. No, he could banish it if he isn't unaware. It's going to be a stun to Seawork. Finally, one able to get a couple casts in, get more pets up and running, trying to get more soul shard spend in order to get more imps, so he might be able to get a big tyrant. Reflect coming out for one right now. I think Seawork tried to see if he could spell steal it. Is going to send more arcane orbs out. One just cannot get a setup. Seawork is going to go for yet another invis. Demonic Tyrant is coming out. Does get interrupted on the Tyrant. That's going to be arcane missiles onto one. Still has a Tyrant if he needs to try to get another hit to go down. Not going to happen. Decide, you know what? I am going to go for a Tyrant. Even that Tyrant is actually does come out, but he's going to get knocked up. Stun onto Seawork. Does shrink it out of him. The Tyrant is chasing after Seawork. Is he going to melee him? He's just going to stand there. What is this Tyrant? Oh my god, he was actually running up to melee, or almost in melee range of Seawork. He could have just stopped and just started casting or something. Yeah, I feel like the Tyrant used to like cast while moving or something like that, dude. Or just start meleeing for a lot of damage if he cannot get the cast off. Gonna be Seawork trying to get some damage back into one. It's gonna be Reflect up and running. Trying to see if he can spell steal the Reflect. It's not going to last long. Drain life for one right now. Does get a short stun onto Seawork. He's not going to have the line of sight to get those pets up and running. So Seawork is dominating this duel, but one is not out of the fight just yet. It's getting close, but he's not out of the fight just yet. I mean, if Seawork gets big burst and is able to do half of one's damage in a setup, like, Dan will have a problem. But I don't think he can. I know Arcane does a lot of burst, but not create a pyro type of burst. Gonna be arcane missiles and Seawork is trying to see if he can blink around one. Trying not to get interrupted. Gonna be a death goal into if you were to follow. Finally, one gets to lock him down. That's gonna be double handle go down, maybe even triple handle go down. Think from beyond attacking him out of nowhere. He's gonna take a lot of damage from this thing. Trying to banish it. Oh, he banished it at the right time. Reflect available for 1 right now. He actually listened to me with a banish into a wall right now. Tyrant needs to come out. It is going to sacrifice all the pets. If the Tyrant can't somehow connect with Seamark, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, this Tyrant he just lost aggro. He's lost interest of Seamark. It's like one has him targeted, summons a Tyrant. Tyrant comes in, it's like, yeah, he's too far away. I'm not going over there. Actually, a lazy POS diva, dude. Actually, like negative IQ, dude. Negative IQ. Which is really unfortunate. Death Call onto Seamark, as one still is hanging in, still trying to get those pets up and running, trying to get those imps rolling. And Seamark is just trying to line aside this best possible. Does lock him immediately, almost immediately, onto those arcane missiles. Very well played. That's going to be reflect for 1 for a second. Does reflect some arcane damage back to Seamark. Dampening is going to be rolling in at a 7%. That is going to be a thing from beyond. What is actually happening to Insta-Cast, which I don't think is the worst thing. He does get to generate socials from it. Does get tagged by it, though. Just going to put him in a bad situation. That is going to be Safeguard, Trinket, Procket from him. Does get a stun onto Seamark, but a more defensive stun than anything. Finally, Seamark might actually be able to get him close. That's going to be Think from Beyond, actually giving him a big opening. Fear trying to come out for 1. I think it's going to be done for the count. And that Think from Beyond is definitely not worth playing, especially against a mage with this much mobility. I do like one giving it a go, but as a demo, I feel like it's just impossible. I feel like as Dasher, at least you can like Havoc the thing and then Death Coil 2 things, so you'll be able to get some value. But as a demonology, I feel like that thing is just, when you have to cast everything, you cannot be having like a 2v1 essentially, you know what I mean? Unless you can get a free area where you can get a big Tyrant, you cannot be having a 2v1. Hunter's taking a little bit of damage from Seamark though. Trying to see if he can disengage. He disengages into a wall and it's just gonna melt it into an acceleration. Hunter's not having a good day. Trying to see if he can throw one last trap at Seamark as those arcane missiles were shredding him. Trying to get himself a little bit of a heal, but then canceled it. Oh no, Hunter's is not having a good day, boys. One more arcane blast and he's done. Oh, barely. Barely one. No! Echoes of Lost Ages. It's yet another echo, boys. Just another echo with Marius gonna be up next. Only Marius and class left. Don't worry about bounty. I guess the UI bugged out. It's gonna be Stormbolt onto Seamark. He's actually gonna blink back to where he's mid-air. Interesting. Into a War Stomp by Marius, but looks like he's... No, he's actually... I was going to say, looks like he's not going to be able to stay on Seamark, but I was proven wrong. He's going to Blaze Storm instead. As we hit on the 8-minute mark, dampening as at 19%. Still, you can get yourself a little bit of healing. Fear coming out. It's a Cerno. Getting feared out, but probably shouldn't be standing close. Seamark actually reflect coming out. Does go for Gladiator's Breach. Barely any health. Has to Ice Block as the damage from Marius is just ungodly. This man just unlocked his full potential. It is turned up to 11. Seamark trying to get himself a self-heal. The shields are not going to hold. That's going to be Reflector or Invis available. Trying to get away from Marius. Does he have the ability to just keep running? Marius could reflect one more ability at Seamark, and that'll be the end. One more ability could get reflected, and that would be the absolute end, dude. But it looks like Seamark isn't going to be able to catch up on food. Marius better mount up immediately and stop Seamark from eating. Otherwise, it's going to be bad. Leap, charge. It's going to be reflect available. Can't stop it. Doesn't try to stop him. He actually just goes for temporal into arcane missiles. Now he might be able to have some cutting potential. Those crucibles are gonna shred right through you. Does have a shield. That's gonna be arcane missiles. Marius is gonna keep throwing weapons. One of those Azeroth procs is gonna end Seamark. Popping into Invis. Trying to get himself a bit of food. Marius could still end it. Seamark is still on the brink of death. Actually getting some viable food. He actually got a good lunch, dude. He ate half a sandwich. And he's back in action. Marius is going to hit him with a Stormbolt. Trinket available for Seamark. If he can just kite this warrior just a little bit, does it reflect? And Enrage Regen cannot heal off of Seamark. Or he healed from Cyrano. You POS, you actually healed from Cyrano. Oh, that was dirty, Marius. I was actually watching him just to see if he would heal from Cyrano, and he did. Oh no, Marius. If he wins this one, then there's no way. That is legitimate. Short stun onto Seamark, trying to get as much damage in. He actually healed from Cyrano just because he wasn't could reach Seamark. That is dirty. That is not what a duel is. Marius super low on health, trying to get some damage back onto Seamark. It's gonna be Seamark still with more damage. Sleep! Oh no, Marius! Not after you heal from Cyrano. Man, I feel like that is desperation right there incarnate. But you know what? He wanted to win. He wanted that win so badly. He wanted that win so badly. Can you blame him? He was having fun, dude. He wants to win. He wants to win, but It's not a duel if you're just healing off someone else. It's not essentially a duel. Seavark did win that one. So Sir and Marius, no hard feelings. It was dirty, you know what I mean? It was dirty. Pally healer. Yeah, Pally healer? No, Sir didn't heal anybody. Don't do that again, Mr. Warrior. I know, right? No. It's a duel. You can't just go into the enemy room and start healing off of their allies. No, he walked up to Serna while Enraged Gen was up. He was trying to walk to Seavark. Serna was nearby. He bloodthirst off of Serna is what happened, boys. Garrod onto Seavark with lots of damage by class. Sorry, I started looking at the chat. Seavark is actually going to class out in the open. It's going to hit him with a Nova, but it's going to be Garrod to follow. And class looks like he's just going to be able to outclass Seavark at this point. Does hit him with Crucible. Seavark probably should be self-healing as much as possible. Self-mitigating himself with those Crucibles. Looks like it's exactly what he's going to be doing. And class is looking to catch himself a reset. Last man standing on Team Red. If Seavark can nail that down, I think Seavark would have won for a 1v5 here. Potentially. It's going to be a hard one because Seavark has no health at all. This is where class is at. Shadow Step came out. Is actually going to blink before the Garrod comes in. Does go for Invis immediately. Class popping a Cloak of Shadows. Wait. If Seavark can get himself good heals, and if you can get a good burst onto class, no Cloak, no Vanish. He has a Trinket. But Seavark, as he's trying to get some food, actually got a little bit of food. Garrod into a kidney shot. Trinkets out of it. Trying to see if he can get away from class. Class got all the cooldowns up and running. He's out in the open. Cannot go behind the line to side. Seavark is blinking around the man. Needs to go for big damage. Invis is available. Trying to get an instant cast onto class. But I think he might be honestly out of options. Does hit him in a Nova. And looks like he's just going to try to see if he can waddle away. Trying to stop him from re-stealthing maybe. Does hit him with a little bit of a barrage shield. Holding for a little bit here. But class is again completely outclassed the man with Elida. I want to say Elida? Because it's I and L or LLL. It's either Leda or Elida. Trinketed. Huh? Later. See you later. Can I say that? He's about to get bursted. He just trinketed the sap. He's done, I think, unless he's okay. Maybe super corrupted. Oh, wait. His name is actually, I mean, I'm going to make that joke either way. Throwing a bike? What looks like he threw a bike at class, unless this class throwing a bike at Eleda. And that's going to be Garrod onto the Demon Hunter, dropping on Darkness, but at least he's going to be able to run out of it. 12 minutes in, get into the 13-minute mark, dampening, get into that 50 percentile. Every 2 minutes, we're losing quite a bit of dampening, and Eleda has a lot of corruption. Really corrupted. I mean, any of those dots from the rogue might be ending him. Does land a sap onto the I-beam. I don't even know. He actually got caught on the corner of the pillar for a second. Just gotta walk it at it. Like walking upwards. Into a cheap shot. I think it's gonna be done. Getting a shot? I think he's just kind of trying to let the thing from beyond kill Eleda. Stun to follow, but I don't think it's gonna. See you later, Eleda. I had to do it, boys. I had to do it. Next up is going to be Cousin. Trying to see if he can get on top of class. Is class going to have a big comeback with a 1v5 here, boys? Could this potentially be? Assassin Rogue with a 52% dampener could maybe make a comeback. Sab to Cousin Pupper as he picks up eyes. As long as he doesn't trigger the sap, like he'll be in a much better spot than the Demon Hunter did. That's going to be a roll for Cousin Pumper with a bit of a wall. Thorns are up and running, and class is looking just to see if he can get himself a little bit of that shadow step out of the way. Evasion up and running for class. Just trying to make the damage happen. Get a shot with a vendetta. Dash, you got to check it onto Cousin Pumper. Throwing in a bike back at class as he got a cloak of shadows. But this is so much damage onto the Feral. I think he might just be down for the count just from a little bit of damage. Does get a short bash of the class. Trinkets out of it and taking the Feral out fairly quickly. Body count is up next. I think he's just going to want to get in there. And tap down class, dude. I mean, he got nothing left. He spent everything into that Feral. Big burst came out. Does land a sap. Phantom Knights almost hits him. Almost. Could have put him in combat. That's going to be an Orc, though. Class is an Orc, so he's going to sit stun slightly less. If Bodycam can get himself a proper opener, he'll be in a good spot. Kidney shot onto Nightblade. Big bike onto class. Huge damage. Eviscerate. Blind. No, he down. He goes. And that's going to be it, boys. Seavark went with a big one for class. Fought it back as best as he could. That's how it's gonna be, boys. If a priest can life out teammates, why can't a warrior heal off of others? So a priest is pretty bad in duels. So what the priest can do, if they are dueling, they can life swap. If you were trying to phrase it like, oh, a priest can life swap like when someone is low and they can give their life to someone who's fighting, you can't do that. No, a priest cannot sit on the sidelines and then give their life to somebody else that's in a duel. No, they can only do it when they're dueling, because it's a 1v1. But priests, like, they just don't have that much utility to fight in a 1v1. They're really in a bad place, and for certain matchups, they need to swap life in order to continue being sustainable. Like, it just needs to be a cooldown. So if they're not going last, and for them to go for a life swap while another person just heals off, as long as they're not a warrior, usually they can do fairly good self-healing, kind of in the sidelines. Then I think there's nothing wrong with it, so a priest can actually play the game. However, for a warrior, it's a 1v1. You're fighting the mage. You're not fighting the paladin. Those guys are sitting there waiting their turn. You know, it's a 1v1 until somebody dies and then the next person goes. So you can get through 1 through 4 people. You know what I mean? So, no. I don't think it's gonna fly. If you're a warrior and you're fighting against the mage, you should heal off the mage. You shouldn't heal off of others. It's like sub rogues. Like, first we were like, you know what, sub kind of sucks at duels. We'll let them use shadowy duel off of an enemy to have like a second advantage. But now that sub rogues blow people up, you cannot use shadowy duel off of an enemy. Like, the rules changed and we adjust them slightly, just to make duels a little more enjoyable to watch. You know what I mean? But no, if you think of it, no, priest can't life swap like to someone who's already dueling, like, hey, I'm a silence, you take my health. No, if they are in the thick of it, they can take someone's health with one eye if somebody's there to give it to them. You know what I mean? US, did I save any of these? Was that the first one of the day? No way. Did I call it EU? I might have named it EU. Maybe I didn't save the first one. Shit, I might need to go back. That's not a big deal. Bugs Blood here, great seeing US. Oh my god, I got so many more people. We got Lemon Please. The other MCs are on me. Okay, we got Bapfus here. We got a group of 5. Awesome player. So is Sarah's gift healed Seawork for 500k? So my Sarah's gift healed? I mean, you weren't in bear form, right? Yeah, so with Sarah's gift, like if you're a druid and you take your Sarah's gift, like you take it so you can use it for your self-heal. I guess as long as you don't sit in a bear form, there's not a lot you can really do, right? Like, what does a feral do? Are you supposed to like run to the opposite side so it doesn't provide a heal? I mean, I guess you could try, but it's like, I don't know. That's a hard one. Like, a druid needs it if they're gonna do duels themselves, but if it heals an ally, it's a decent hot. That's a hard one. Yeah, that one is like, we don't try. One of the things I like doing in these duels, we don't try to fix things that are just absolutely. Mugblood, what's your real ID? What's your B tag? Down #1340. What's your B tag? You tell me, man. Certain things we just cannot control. You know what I mean? So we don't try to obsess over things we can't control. Like, tell people don't run this trinket, don't run that trinket, don't use this ability. But like, hey, you're a sub rogue. Don't shadow step to allies. Thank you. Be a cool guy about it. Most people are cool with it, you know? Hey, unless you're dueling, be out of stealth. Cool. You know what I mean? Because we have a dope-ass community that people want to duel together, and it's only as fun as people contribute to it. And everybody here wants to fucking duel, have a good old goddamn time. Dodge Minator. Let me see if you're adding me. Yeah, you did. Dodge Minator. Hit me up, dude. Let me get you versus... You got Bapfus and Raven. Message me real quick on Real ID, and I'll get you versus Bapfus, and I guess we'll have Raven versus Boris. Vitalis here as well. If you guys already have a 5, if you still have a 5. If you don't, let me know. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds to message me on Real ID, just so I can have you on my screen. It's a lot easier for me to like look at my screen to see who's ready. Sav is ready. Now how do I do it? Message me on Real ID. Anything. Literally send me a dot. Any message on Real ID. And I'll queue you if you have a 5-man. Actually, message me if you have a 5 on Real ID, not in PMs, on Real ID. Because I can't, actually, yes, I can queue. There you go. I actually can queue you off of this. Ready, 5-man? Okay, cool. I'll get you versus Bapfus here. And we can get Sav, Boris, maybe we'll get, I want to let Raven play too. We'll go Vitalis and Sav. How does that sound? Trying to get as many of these duels as possible, boys. Invite, pain a match. Dodge Minator and Bapfus. Here we go. Is that gonna work? Okay, I'll try it again. Dodge Minator. Okay. Привет, здорово, Стефан. Здорово, здорово, мой друг. How you doing, my guy? Will be boomers will show I did a Legion of WoD. Slay them fell dong. There you go, dude. What's up, CB? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. What's up, Fellman? Hope you're having a good one, my man. There may be a rule like if Druid has a gift to Viscera, then Druid fight first. I mean, yeah, but if they're Feral Druid and they could go for 1v5, I don't want to. I feel like I just will have so many Feral Druids just get big old 1v5s, and they'll be like, another Druid 1v5, boys. Oh, another Druid 1v5. I don't know. I guess we'll just pay attention if somebody has a Druid on the team and they're always staying with their team like in the room, then it's like, yeah, they're probably getting Viscera's gift. I guess I'll try to pay attention. But I feel like most people don't do that. Also, Viscera's healing, Viscera's gift healing, that's not equivalent to like actually someone just healing you, right? How much does it heal for? What is an average HOT of Viscera's gift and like how many seconds does it heal for? Every 5 seconds or something? 4 seconds? I don't think it's probably that insane, right? Maybe, maybe not. Am I wrong? $4K or some? $4K? I don't know. The duels didn't work. I'm gonna queue you guys. It should be banned. Well, Viscera's gift is how certain druids duel. You essentially will be forcing druids to not play Viscera's, and if they have to play Guardian Affinity or other affinities and they're just not that great of affinity, essentially we'll be gimping druids. Requeue Dal? Okay, I'll requeue again. I'll just queue while we have this up. I'll do it again. Dodge, just keep pressing accept. Just keep pressing accept. It breaks sometimes, so we just gotta keep doing. Have someone auto-attack the druid so the heal only works on the druid if people have a big problem with it. Yeah, but it's like, it sounds like a really weird way to like solve the problem, you know what I mean? Just somebody auto-attack the druid. It just like, the easier the solution for these duels is probably the best solution in my opinion. Like the less we have to like micromanage shit, the more free-flowing the duels are, the better. But yeah, Q didn't pop, so let me try again. You have no target. Do one of you guys go offline? Dodge or Baptist? Boys, wait, hold on. Maybe that's the problem. Dodge. No, Baptist? No. Wait, do one of you guys go offline or something? Hold on. Baptist and Dodgeminator. I'm here, bro. Okay, we're Q. Did it work now? Did you get the Q? We got the Q. It broke. It breaks sometimes. My WoW cut out? Don't worry about it. Colors seem to heal. I got Q. Well, we got Q, but it's still broken. Okay, dodge, Baptist. No, both of you leave Q. I'll give it like 30 seconds. Yeah, both of you leave Q and then I'll re-Q after. Sometimes it breaks the spectator mode. So we just, the only way we know how to do it is brute force it. We just keep spamming Q until it works. Sometimes I will leave Q and I'll keep spamming Q on you guys and then it works. So let's just have you boys guys leave all Qs if you have any, and I'll just re-Q you. I think that's probably the easiest way to go about it. If not, I'll get Dodge versus like, I don't know, Boris or Raven. Because maybe it's Baptist's group, maybe it's Dodge's group, maybe it's something that the game doesn't like about you guys' groups. I don't know what it is, maybe. Sometimes just queuing different people works, and then it just works after. Fuck if I know. Sav was going. Sav? Sav, we have him going versus Boris, I think. Or no, Sav versus Vitalis. If Vitalis gets the group. If he doesn't, we can get him versus Del Potato or something. Alright, we should be good now. Work, please? Reset? Yeah. Got skipped last turn, did he? I'll look into it. Logically, if a team has a Warlock, they can use Hearthstone, so a team with a Druid can benefit from Druid. I mean, I'm okay with Warlocks on the team, you know what I mean? I'm not against Warlocks on the team. So I guess in a sense, I don't know, you guys get to decide it, man. I have no problem with Druids. It's never been an issue before, and I don't think it's an issue now, you know what I mean? It's never been a major issue before, right? Like, if the Druid healed you, like, what, 40k every 5 seconds, I could be like, okay, that's a big kill. No. 40k 5 seconds, that's huge. No, that's a massive, dude. You're just siphoning health. You basically a resto. Like, something like that would be bad, but like 4K? With dampening? I don't know. Most people don't sit in like the beginning of the arena for like ever either, so I think we're alright. Anyway, boys, let's get another one up and running, yeah? Switch. What do we got? We got Team Blue with Lord Kava hanging out in the back. We got ourselves Monfel, very corrupted look for him. We got the one going to be on our first, Raul in the back end. We got Zyros, wow, versus Brandon on Team Red. We got Docs, the Moonwalker. We got ourselves Kylie Jennifer. Mug's Blood in the back, hanging out as Unholy, and we got Skillicious here. Skillicious, is that the name? Wait, one actually hit it, get a hit with a thing from beyond, running at him from a mile away, and actually goes for a Warlock Gateway away from not only as Affliction. Now that is an interesting turn of events. It's going to be Kylie Jenner going for a Cloak of Shadows, destroying all the dots that one have put up on him after the Dark Glare comes out. So one is going to have to redot him up, back up fully. Still playing with a Succubus as a pet. It looks like Kylie Jenner is going to catch himself a full reset. For one, it's going to be a lot of health to get back. But it looks like he's got himself quite a bit of a self-passive heal for now. The Dark Glare does separate. It looks like Kylie Jenner is looking to Kylie Jennifer. Should I say full Kylie? I always want to call him Kylie Jennifer every single time I say the name. Malik rolling onto one, trying to get a Fury onto Kylie. Is going to break the second. See, UAs are coming out. Is going to only get one UA with a big haze buff. It's going to be a Death Cult to follow. Does reflect available for Kylie Jennifer. Maybe to get one of those Mallies back, and Kylie going to take a little bit of that dot damage with a Drain Life. Looks like Kylie has stars, but those stars are stacking up on the wrong pet altogether. One still has a lot of haze buff, available and ready to go. Trying to see if he can get a redots onto Kylie. Is going to be able to get some redots there. Kylie looking like the one to get on top of one. Kidney shot coming out, trying to get a mark for death. It's going to be Succubus CC taking off of one's dots, but controlling Kylie in a sense. Should be able to redot him right after Fear coming out. It's probably going to get a UA right after. Or this way, going to be Fear to run him in the wrong direction. Put dots as you run away from him. Shadow Fury does get Shadow stepped on. Trying to get a UA rolling. Fear to follow. Doesn't get interrupted. Fear comes out. UA still comes in. Kylie's in a bad position. No cloak shot is available. One getting hit with a blind. Trying to go for a bit of a sip pick up heal. But the slows by the Succubus are making it harder for Kylie to get away. The dots are still on him with a powerful UA as well. Smoke Bomb coming in is going to hit him with a Death Cult. Is going to redot him a little bit. One just needs a little bit extra uptime. 15 seconds before a Cloak of Shadows is back up and running. Does hit him with a UA. For a second, Crucible, 10 seconds. If Kylie can just live for 10 seconds, then he'll have a Cloak of Shadows in just 5 seconds. No, he goes down. It looks like one got some instant cast Shadow Bolts for him from time to time. Actually getting a kill as an Affliction Warlock. Absolutely incredible. And Skill Issues is up next. Are you playing that Affliction too? That'd be hilarious. Affy versus Affy. Never seen before. Probably going to be Destro, dude. It's going to be one swap. And actually staying with a Succubus pet. Is he going to swap? There goes the swap. It looks like Skill Issues is giving him plenty of time. Actually, Auto Duel? Honorable Alliance boy, and you're probably thinking, you know what? I'm Destro. His Affliction. He's super corrupted. Like, I don't think I'm going to lose. Nice little pirouette. Just showing off the mount. I like it, dude. I actually don't mind the mount. I wasn't a huge fan of recolors for a while, boys. But I kind of like the recolor of that mount. Not going to lie. Going to be some dots coming out for one. Actually has even the pet to dot up, so it should be maybe more procs. Potentially, maybe more agonies, soul shards, but it's gonna get a silence on the Skill Issues a little bit early. He's gonna get a Fear onto the pet, and Skill Issues coming out won't be able to get a silence onto one for a second. No, the pet dots actually break him up. That's gonna be a big old Inferno coming down. Death Goal onto one with a Casble for free. One is he gonna go for Reflect? Maybe does he even have one? Looks like he does. He's gonna get a Fear reflected back into Skill Issues, taking that Infernal with him. Can he actually wait? Can he control the Infernal? That's going to be a thing from beyond attacking one as he gets a bad proc. There's going to be Dark Glare coming out for onto Skill Issues. Right before a Casble can come out, going to Smash Bot UAs while Wall is up and running. Skill Issues take a lot of damage. So it's going to be Dark Glare running behind him with a pillar. Could maybe go for Drain Life with the Dark Glare. It looks like the pet is actually going to get CC'd. I was thinking Enslaved Demon is the ability. That's going to be a thing from beyond. Attacking one right now. He's not in a good spot. Slows it coming in for Corruption. Could be really bad, but looks like He's gonna get attacked for a second. Silence interrupt onto skill issues. Gonna get a couple of UAs onto the pet. Actually has the pet interrupt him on UAs, but now one is gonna be free. Not to get interrupted, sending more dots over onto skill issues is gonna go for a gateway right after. Looks like skill is actually gonna caught in the corner there for a second. Is dotted up. He's gonna take a bit of damage. His dampening goes higher. It's gonna be worse. What is this having to run from Think From Beyond this whole time, dude? He's trying to get corruptions to really give him a lot of that edge needed against the Warlock skill issues. One is over there just getting dots up and running, trying to get interrupted. Yeah, it's gonna be a reflect, came out. Skill issues did force out a pretty good one. That's actually a lot of damage on the skill right now, actually. Was that a big shadow bolt or something? Or maybe a big procs from those dots? Skill trying to get himself a setup. Fear onto one. Looks like he's going to be able to get out of it with his racial. Death Goal for Death Goal right now. That's going to be also a Havoc Death Goal for Skill. Get him quite a bit of health though. With one having a pet. Interrupt onto one for a second. Tried to hit him with the Fear. Didn't happen. That's going to be a Casball for Freebie though with a stun behind the pillar. And one is going to take a little bit of damage from there. One still going to be able to get dots onto Skill. And he might just have to go for drain life onto the pet. Looks like he's gonna get dots on the pet. And he's backing up. One is the one who's approaching him. He's the one advancing, but he doesn't have a pillar to play with. Actually running back, and Skill is going out in the open. Looks like Skill wants to go for damage. Gonna be a Fear onto Skill. One maybe could go for some big setup. He's gonna go for a banish. Banish get interrupted. Still could banish the pet. Now he doesn't have to worry about interrupts. He's gonna send a Crucible, which is gonna send an extra dot onto Skill as well. That's going to be an Infernal coming down 4-1. Trinkets out of it. Does he have a reflect for this next one? Death Goal is going to hit him. Fear to follow. Does he have a way out of that Fear? That's going to be a Think From Beyond attacking him. Does Gateway out of it. Skill trying to go for a huge setup right now. Big Casbolts could come out as two demons come at one, dude. It's not only going to be Infernal, but also his personal inner demons, dude. He actually has like inner demons attacking and helping Skill right here. Banish onto the pet. I actually wonder if you could enslave Demon and Infernal. I actually wonder if you could do that. Imagine he pops down in front of you, enslave it, it turns on a master. It just starts whacking away his skill issues. That'd be insane in PvP, dude. That'd be actually pretty nutty. I don't think you can though, because I'm pretty sure this is a pet that's controlled by them. You can only do it like an NPC technically. One isn't giving up just yet. Skill issues is going to go for a Havoc onto the pet. That's going to be a Casbolt trying to come out onto one. Not going to happen as one does get a reflect up and running. Perfect opportunity for Skill to go for a setup. Death Goal comes in. Immolate to 4. Casbolt onto one. No reflect available this time. Trying to get a second Casbolt, but it's going to be Death Goal to interrupt him. And one making sure just to dot him up and let him rot. 6 minutes in. 7 minutes. Hitting the 7-minute mark, boys, with that 12%. 13% almost. Dampening, rolling in. Skill still holding in just fine. His dots and demon armor is holding in and doing a-okay. Gets a Casbolt onto one. Does go for a CC onto one's pet. The Dark Glare with a banish. It looks like one is just gonna get in there. Just gotta let the dots rot him down. Perfect opportunity for him to get a bunch of insta cast. Gonna get interrupted onto that Fear. The Dark Glare comes back out. Freebie damage onto Skill right now. And one has a pretty massive advantage right here. He's in a good spot right now. Just letting the dots and the procs do work. There's going to be Death Goal onto one. Fear trying to come out. Is that going to be able to be maybe Undead Racial? I was thinking Casbolt, double Casbolt hitting one. That could be really bad for him. That gives Skill plenty of healing. But one is still just hanging in there right now, boys. He might be able to get even bigger haze buff right now. Interrupt onto Skill. Try to see if he can just catch it. They're just doing a ring around the rosy. Death Goal does attach to Skill. Does go for reflect. Nothing you can do to him to stop. Does get interrupted in the last second. Tried to trinket that interrupt. Didn't really work. And that's going to be a wall for Skill right now. One has a wall of his own as well. So next time he has a big go and he doesn't want to get interrupted, he could essentially use it. Got himself a big Dark Soul. What is the Affliction one? It's not Instability, it's something else, but it's Big Haste. Big Infernal coming down by Skill. It's going to be one. Did he go for a Human Racial or Undead Racial? He's going to have Wall up and running here. Fear onto Skill. It's going to have a Think From Beyond attacking him too while he's running away with a Death Goal. One is kind of out the open. Second Think From Beyond could be really bad. Does he have a gateway? It's going to be Casbolt smacking him in the face. No! That was just the worst at the end there. Think From Beyond together with Infernal and massive Casbolt just shredding through the guy. And it still has a bit of dots from Affliction. Look at this Affliction dots. Blizzard. This is why Affliction is not that good in PvP. Look at those dots. Skill issues isn't even healing. And those dots are doing so minuscule of damage that his demon armor is just healing to full. Literally just take random ticks of the smallest shield of demon armor are healing skill issues. Blizzard. Just buff Affliction Warlocks. I mean, they're buffing them for Shadowlands. And maybe that might be enough. Let's hope it is, boys. Constant UAs, hope it is, man. Summon new upgrade. It's going to be Death Call onto Zyros. Wow, with a Caswell trying to get it off. It's going to be Shadow Step interrupt. Ace is looking to get right in the Warlock's face and trying to min-max damage. Cloak of Shadows. Ace is dancing around the Warlock, messing with his head. Bike to follow right after off of that kidney shot. And it looks like it's not even going to be Succubus that can save you. Big Venom. Oh, Reaping Flames to end it. Brandon is up next to the 28% dampening at the 10-minute mark. Wow, that duel with 1 and skill took quite a while. Also, Kylie Jenner, I mean, he took a bit by bit, but he made it the best he could do, dude. He played as best as he could, dude. This is why Blizzard used to buff Affliction in Shadow and BFA, man. Hopefully for Shadow will be in a good spot. This is going to be Zyros taking a lot of damage for Brandon, looking like he's actually going to go for a full reset here. Brandon getting hit with a kidney shot. Does he have a Barson Trinket coming out? No Barson available. Blind off of the Trinket. And Zyros is looking for a reset. If you got enough dots on Zyros, he might be in a good spot. It looks like Brandon has stars flying onto Zyros, and if he has Moonfire, Sunfire, every 13 seconds, since there's an eternal cooldown with stars now with 30 seconds, it could go flying. Zyros gets himself a sippy cup at a 33% dampening. How much is that gonna do for you, my dude? Got rolled onto Brandon, looking to maybe get a full stun lock while out of boom kit form. That's going to be a kidney shot right now. Destry got to follow. Brandon still has plenty of health. Is that going to be full vendetta on him? That is not full vendetta. Brandon barely has any health. The renewal doesn't really heal that much. Try to get HOTS as many of those up as you can. It looks like Zyros, wow, is going to go for a full reset as he's trying to heal himself back up to full Garrod bear form, just hanging in there with Barsket to follow right after Brandon. Popping that boom before, but cannot really get damage onto Zyros. Wow. I feel like he needs to get a Moonfire, a Sapphire ASAP. Perfect opportunity to get dots up. No, Zyros catches a reset. Garrod again. Maybe another stun to follow right after. Brandon's just not in a good spot. Does he have a bash or anything? No, Zyros. Wow, getting the Reaping Flames at the end. Muck Blood is up next. Going for a full setup, dropping the A-bomb. Kidney shot right now out of Zyros, and that's going to be down for the count with this rogue as Cloak of Shadows was coming back in just a moment. And the whole team blue was just ready all to go. Lord was ready to get in there and do big damage, but it looks like it's going to be Raul coming in as an arms warrior. Fear onto the DK Blade Storm to follow. Might want to get a parry up and running here very, very soon. Parry up and running. He has only a limited amount of time to kill the DK. Actually, might have him in Strobel coming down. Mug's Blood, is he going to get him any healing? That's going to be Sharpened Blade, stopping the healing from the DK roll. Getting a lot of necrotics, attacking it back to back. Needs to execute right now with Mug's Blood. Getting it with a stun trick inside of it. Roll, not in a good spot, does go down as Mug's Blood obliterates him. And Lord Kaba is not gonna have a hard time with him at all. He has barely any health, drop down a full A-bomb, and I think he's just gonna get Docs in there and just gonna drop down an Abomination. Doc is just gonna take a lot of setup here, dude. Lots of setup damage. Grip on top of him. Actually getting caught in the corner with Necrotic stacking up. I think Doc is in a very bad spot. Karma, as Lord Kavage is going to pop him. As that Karma isn't healing him for nothing. Especially with all those Necrotics. Trying to go for a Diffuse Magic, Fist of Fury. Locking down Necrotics. Ledgeborn up for Lord Kavage. Lots of damage coming out to Doc. Does board away for a second. Those pets are still keep attacking. There's going to be proc damage to the Doc in the moment to just take him out. Interrupted for a second. And down he goes. That's going to be a duel for these boys right here, with Lord Kava actually taking 2 kills in Mug Blood. After one has had such a long game against these Warlocks and Rogues. Man, Blizzard, Affliction definitely could be in a better spot. Affliction, come on, Blizzard. What's up, boys? Is that the gang here? Is it the boys? Are the boys here? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Where's Kren? Where's Kren? Is Kren here? Kren left. Dude, fucking Kren left me, man. What's going on? All right, boys, let's get another one going. Let's get on to Moss. Who's next? I think it's... You guys said Sav didn't get to play or something, right? So we get a Sav next? Is that what we do? Is it CVAR time? I think Boris and Raven were going to play. You got 5.5 ready to go. You got 5.5. Is that like a Death Knight? You have a DK in there or something? I need one person for the hardest custom PvP called 5. The Vitalis and Raven. No, it's Sav versus Vitalis. That's why I have them like one way up here, one way down here. One way up here, one way down here, and then Dodge versus Baptist. Eventually I could move them a little, right? Guess I could have put them together. No, let's do what I was thinking. Baptist and Raven. Boris and Raven, I mean. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. Boris and Raven. Because Boris haven't played in a bit. He'd been waiting, dude. We got to get Sav in there and Vitalis. Been on back burner since the first game. Where is you? You versus Seavarkus first? I think you might be right, actually. I think it was you versus Seavarkus first. So let's get Sav versus Raven and then Boris versus Vitalis. Yeah, I think you actually might be right. If you were the first one versus Seavark, then you're the guy that hasn't played a lot. Okay. I'm going to make a decision. It's not going to make everybody happy, but a decision needs to be made so we can have more duels. And I'm going to be the man to make that decision, boys. For the good of all of you, to get entertained in these dire, dire times. Just to get another duel up and running. Because we can sit here and fondle our ideas of who when, ha. We can all guess who's supposed to be first, next, last, fourth, fifth, seventh. But somebody's going to make a decision. It's going to be me, boys. Trust in me. Twitch. You're phased? Okay. Did you say something excited about Trolls updates? Oh, Trolls conversations. That's what you were excited. Okay. We'll look at Trolls conversations after this, boys. How does that sound? I want to see what Trolls and Shadowlands are going to look like. They got tattoos and stuff. Oh, man. Alright, boys. We got ourselves Demon Hunty on Team Blue with Demoniac on that same team. We got ourselves Krot. We got Kane. And we got Lucius. Can I call him Luscious? Can I just call him Luscious? Look at that luscious boy with them luscious lips. We got ourselves Eluvane on Team Red with Frequency Freak. Wait, isn't that the guy that does YouTube videos? Frequency with like musical executions? Do we get Freak in here? What's up, Freak? We got ourselves Garen, we got ourselves Hellhunter, and Splits. Wait, Hellhunter? Are you KT boys? And we got ourselves Splits. They're gonna be going up first. Looking pretty corrupted for a rogue. It's gonna be a rogue style duel off the bat. Boys, what are the chances? I don't know if you've met Freak before. Freak, feel free to. Actually, he does post regularly on the Discord in the self promotion section. But I wonder what adaptation out of Splitzer. And that's going to be a cheap shot with a buy coming from a mile away. Demonic just trying to end this man's whole career. Managed to fall. Splitzer trying to get himself a heal. Go road, but is that going to be enough? Needs to go for a big go into Demoniac. What are the... You're just so corrupted. Either Demonic is... Demonic, you don't even need a thing from beyond. Demoniac is the thing from beyond. Next up, who's it going to be? Demoniac versus Elevate. Up next, boys. It looks like Elevate wants to give him a bit of an auto duel. Is Demonic just going for a full reset back there? Wants to give an auto duel, man. Or maybe a real duel. Spectral Sight. Is he gonna let the rogue? No, he's actually gonna back up with Spectral Sight and he's gonna hit him with a Crucible. Very interesting. As the duel begins, cheap shot opener by Demoniac, getting himself a big setup. Not as big as with the other rogue. Actually, you can just see the raw amount of damage is just not there compared to the rogue. He's not playing with all his cards. Just wanted to get a opener, just a normal opener onto Elevate. Blind to follow as he gets the demon form. Hoping to get a trinket, but probably not going to get one. As Elevate is just going to let the rogue catch a reset. He didn't take the biggest damage of the rogue, so what's the point of tricking in the cheap shot or anything on the CCs? He'll be fine. He'll be okay. Kinder shot onto LVOA and Demonic. Does he have the big damage to follow here? Get in those Crucibles. But it's not really doing the big damage. Oh, big eviscerate there. Does get LVO into about half his health. He's going to be able to imprison the rogue, catching him for a moment. And Demonic going for a sipping cup immediately. I-beam coming out for Elevate. Trying to see if he can get some pressure on Demonic. That's going to be evasion, but no trinket available as Elvian goes up in the air. Demonic dropping down the smoke bomb. No cloak of shadows here. And trying to see if he can get himself a bit of line of sight. Looks like Demonic is playing stars. So those stars are going to be stacking up on Elevin over time too. Blade Dance coming down is not going to let the rogue get an opener. So Demonic might have to burn a Shadow Dance here. Does he have a setup? Does he have a big go here? Doesn't have a blind if Elevin does trick at this. Not so much pressure taken by the rogue down. Got himself yet another sip pick up. Trying to see if he can sprint to his own team. Is he going to be able to catch a reset? Stun by the team, or stun in the back behind the team. Demonic needs to go for a go. Cheap shot over LVOA. Not going to see a trick out of him most likely. Demonic trying to do as much damage as he can, but he's not going to be able to really do much here. As he getting hit with the prison running through his full team. Don't you take the gateway. Oh, you took that gate. We're trying to get out, but I think it's going to be down for the no cloak of shadows available. You're nuts. Gateway is so hard. It's so hard to judge if people should be allowed to take gateways or not. I guess it all depends, right? Kidney shot onto Olivia does trick and stun on Demonic. I think it's going to be down for the count for Demonic. Doesn't even have to trick it anymore. Blade Dance to follow. It's going to be flying up in the air. There's going to be nothing left for Demonic. Actually, up in the air. One more Fell Lance might do it. Does go for Warlock Hellstone. Those, however, are allowed. LV8. If Demonic did not use Gateway, that was going to be the end. But he's trying to see if he can fight through it. That's going to be a tentacle attached to him. Does eliminate it, but he's down for the count. Either way, it looks like it's going to be Kane. Use the gate. Everybody got a Gateway, dude. Your crowd just got these boys a free. He got a free transportation right here, man. It's just a busing, man. Looks like LVN is gonna take the touch of that damage either way. What is that shield that you got? What was that? It looked like what was that shield actually? Because I don't think it was a safeguard trinket. Huh? You guys see that? It had a shield, and I guess it ate his touch of death. Interesting choice. It's going to be Kane popping in dampen harm as Albian's going to have to get away from the Fist of Fury. Stun onto Kane. He's still going to shrink it. That's going to be a twisted appendage attached to him. Got it, one of his own. Needs to eliminate that. Albion does go for a Shadow Melt for a second, killing that appendage. Short stun onto Kane to fall right after with a Blade Dance. Might want to bail out because it'd be huge damage out of Kane. It's a Fist of Fury. Safeguard trick coming out for Albion. He had some sort of a shield earlier, but that wasn't safeguard because this is safeguard right here. Lex you up onto LV1 while he has blur up and running, so at least a better situation. Kane trying to do a little bit of damage into the prison as he's going for a big spinning crane kick. LVN getting hit with a disarm, bailing out of there for a moment. Kane has him in a good spot. Oh, Metamorphosis is coming up for LVN just to disengage from the monk into a Karma. Elf could just go flying up in there if he wants to, if he has rain for a bump. Looks like it's exactly what he's going to do. He might just actually need to. You got a stun onto Kane, but just looking to get away from the Karma. I-beam coming out finally. That's going to be attached tentacle onto LVN. That's going to be a big old Zuan forming for Kane as well. Lots of damage by LVN. Might have to fly there. No, before they could get themselves out of a bad situation. Kane does end up taking him out. And a Freak is going to be up next. It's going to hit with an incap. Stormbolt onto Kane. Big damage coming out. What's he going to play here? Trying to go for Reaper Flames into Twisted Appendage is going to be attached to him. Fist of Fury locking him out for a second. Trying to see if he can walk away from Kane into a big old rampage. Kane popping in a wall to deal with the Fury's damage of a Fury Warrior. Freak playing. I'm surprised not Blood of the Enemy. I was expecting there was going to be some big Blood of the Enemy crits. Touch of Death coming in onto the Warrior, but he's still rocking big damage with the Kane. But that disarm is going to stop that wreck for a second. Freak has quite a bit of health. Touch of Death is going to do a little bit of damage, but not the most amount of damage. Kane taking huge setup. That's going to be a bite by one or the other. I think it was by Freak. Close to execute. Kane is super low in health. Might be the end. It does land the execute in that duel with Demon Hunty up next. This is going to stun onto Frequency as he goes in for a charge. That's going to be Demon Hunting just having his way with him. Enrage Regeneration coming out for Freak right now, just trying to manage himself before dampening goes super high. He's actually able to get quite a bit of healing from Demon Hunting, even though he had Blur, a chance to dodge all this Bloodthirst either way. Actually, does Frequency still get a heal even if he gets dodged in a Bloodthirst? I don't know. Stormbolt onto Demon Hunting, but he has nothing to do about it. Actually, Reflect was available there for a second, but might need to find himself in line of sight. It looks like the Demon Hunter does play with the stars, so Freak needs to be able to get himself the most amount of damage right now. It's going to be full Metamorphosis, lots of damage out of the Demon Hunter. Does he have damage of his own? Looks like he's actually going to bail it out for a second. Needs to get charge healed, but that's going to be stunned by the DH. Did not get the most damage during that stun, so might give him a chance. No! And down he goes. I was really expecting for him to be able to get maybe another charge, but maybe a Hell Hunter got him some big damage in the opener, dude. Already went with a bestial wrath, stun on Demon Hunter, trinkets out of it, and the Hell Hunter just gonna look to like he wants to just kite the guy around in circles. Got the big Diabassus in there. You gotta get the big old gay alligator on Demon Hunter. This was a perfect opportunity for a stun, but he won't have it for a bit. Safeguard Tricky coming in for Demon Hunter, does get interrupted onto I-Beam, just needs a little bit more damage onto Hell Hunter. He's just getting completely just separated from the Hunter. Huge damage by Hell Hunter, but also huge damage out of Demon Hunter as well. Both of them got super low. Hell Hunter even had to go Exhilaration and Turtle Shell immediately. Just did not feel that good right now. Demon Hunter just has a little bit of health left. Stone onto Hell Hunter, dropping down the darkness. Hunty and Hunter. Haymaker coming out is going to knock him out of the darkness. Might have enough damage. Just a few more globals. Just one more kill come in. Oh my goodness. Just got clapped out by a Crucible. Just getting dunked on into yet another stun onto Garen. And Garen is going to be able to take him out as a survival hunter. Krot is up next. He's going to probably get a big damage. Drop it down. Maybe a big Infernal. This would be what I would do. Run up and drop down a big Infernal onto Garen's head. Looks like Garen's gonna bail out of it for a second, just letting the dots and the pet do work. We are at a pretty high dampen at 90%. He is the last person standing, so I guess the Desert Warlock, he kind of walking into that Cataclysm. Very unfortunate, but he got quite a bit of damage on the Crot from afar, though. Crot, I mean, he's kind of melting. Does he even have a pet? Looks like Crot does have a pet. Deathcoil does hit Garen, does hit him with fear. Does he have any way out of it? Casbots are going to slash him. It's going to be a Harpoon. Does not get an interrupt onto Casbot. Wall and Warlock House coming out for Crot, and a Turtle Shell coming in for Garen. But it looks like Garen is not going for a reset. Well, maybe. It looks like Garen tried to figure out whether he wants to stay on top of Crot. Once he reset, it looks like he just went in for a freezing trap just to stop the Warlock from being able to get his damage out. Manic Bandages coming in for Garen. Did not get full set of Manic Bandages, but at least something better than nothing. 8 minutes in, 4% dampening. Short stun onto Crot from a distance before the Warlock can get over there. Succubus C does connect with a cannonball for free for Crot. Is in a good spot right now. Got himself a good position on top of the two. So Fear does not force him to line of sight. Crot could have been a line of sight in the opposite direction. Stun into Garen. I think he might just have him here. That's going to be acceleration. Does line us up for a second into a feigned death. And Garen got a little bit extra dot damage. If he could just survive long enough, got himself a little bit of heal. Manic Bandages. Got only like a few ticks in there because of Cataclysm. Not going to happen. Harpoon, as he gets hit with a Fear into a Casbot, but he actually gets him. He actually does get Crot in the end. And Luscious. I'll call him Luscious, dude, just because it was bad. This boy. Look at this man right here. Look at this beautiful bastard. Getting the full army of the dead. Oh, zombies actually dropping everything onto Garen. With a big old zombies. Unless it was just a pet stun. It looked like a zombie play. Does he have any zombies? He doesn't. Was that zombies? I almost feel like it was zombies. That's going to be Steel Trap waiting for Lucius as he's walking at Garen. Will have to get close enough to get him dotted. It's going to get rooted. Actually cannot stop the Manic Bandages. That is so perfect for Garen that Abomination is going to waltz over and pay him a visit. Short stun onto Lucius does go up IBF into a freezing trap. Garen actually getting all those cooldowns out of Lucius. Even a trinket. Garen doesn't have any more defenses left though. It's going to go for either Master Skull or Pet Sack. And is actually trying to get as much damage into Lucius as he can. Feign death for just a quick second. Tar trap to follow. If he can disengage from Lucius, Stun coming in. Does have a trinket available. It's going to get a root onto Lucius, and that's going to be the pad back up. Well, knockback coming in. Zombies are going to be available. Garen better be aware of the zombies. Second zombie could be the answer to him right now. Second zombie walking up. Oh, I think it's just going to be down for the count. And Lucius does surround him with the army of the undead. And down it goes. I love duels that come down to the last person, dude. The very last person in the end. God damn, boys. Let's go. I love that. Alright, we got Seawork and we can do Del Potato to get them into a duel. I think it's time for Seawork, boys. No, wait. No. Boris and Vitalis. We gotta get them going, too. Yeah, dude. I actually got some sleep last night, so I actually can somewhat keep track of you guys. McStones, you have a group. What you doing? 5 only ones, my dude. Gussie has a group. Cut of 5, Gussie. Didn't you add it before? Okay, do you have me added? Dalaran hashtag 1340. Gussie, add me. Dalaran hashtag 1340 and let me know. Added you as Fire. Fire 110114 hashtag 1230. Can you add me? If you add me, you'll show up here, I think. Added you. Oh my god, are you way above? We got Fire and Gussie. Let's look for Fire and Gussie, boys. I'll try to get him in here. Oh, I'm probably gonna miss it, dude. I'm gonna try, dude. Fire and Gussie. I'm so focused. Calf, is that you? Poon Sage, I like that name. You can teach me the ways. Myth. Spoons. Fire. I got Fire. Gussie. My eyes are watery right now. Frox, is that a guildie? When the fuck did he add me? I want to blink so bad, but I know if I do, I'll just... Ah. Gussie. Ah. Boys, you have no idea. Like, I just have to fucking concentrate, dude. Oh, but you guys know how this is. You guys know how it is with your boy. Get me in. Yo, join one of the groups, my man. Savage, join one of the groups. Fire, we got a group. Okay. Fire is here. We get Fire versus Gussie, I guess, yeah? Or, oh, we got Fire versus Seavark, and Del Potato can go beat up on or fight Gussie. That's not a bad, did it? We got ourselves Boris and Vitalis here real quick since they've been waiting for a bit. Fuck. Invite spectator match. Sav, that ain't me? No, I know it's not you, dude. Boris and Vitalis. Here we go. Hey. Oh, I actually don't mind that mog at all. That actually really doesn't... Wow, that actually doesn't look that bad. With like this color scheme, there's a little bit of this grays in there and the red. It actually doesn't look that bad at all. Huh. Is that a challenge mode weapon? Or is that balance of power weapon? It's like a claw thing there. Cool. That looks good. What's up? Okay, let me try queuing again. Base shower? Okay. That's not the original, right? You have to do like something extra for that one. Vitalis. Fine. Either Vitalis and Boris are gone. Boris. Okay, now it worked. I had to flip you guys around and work for some reason. Dalaran sewers. You guys want to go to my sewers? You guys want to see what hangs out of my sewers? Dude. Fireless Shadowlands release. We have. Did they announce any? I don't know if they announced anything, but we have no idea yet. They haven't said anything, as far as I know. Unless they announced it just now, then we have no idea. Do they? Boys, someone check for me. They probably would have seen someone on Wowhead by now, right? Pretty sure. Maybe. We could guess like 6 months from the release of the alpha, which was this week. Thursday, actually. Thursday? Wait, the alpha was... Dude, I feel like it's been a week or two since we had the alpha. But it's only Thursday. That's how little I've been sleeping and how much I've been spending time in Shadowlands, dude. I'm gone, dude. I'm already in Shadowlands, dude. Peace. I'm already in the Covenant, dude. IRL. God damn. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one going, yeah? Switch. We got ourselves Team Red with Calf. We also got ourselves Death Grips, Frenzy, Hail, as well as Vitalis. We got ourselves Team Blue, Demoniac, Kane, Palm, Pedro, and Shiv. Didn't you guys play already? I thought you guys just played, though. Did I kill the wrong team? Maybe not. Huh. Alrighty. Well, we got ourselves Shiv gonna be going up first. Unless it's like someone else that was on the team, but Demoniac just swapped in the team. Maybe. But that's going to be Shiv here versus Vitalis. Looks like Shiv is actually the Outlaw Rogue, opening up on the pet to try to see if he can get a buff or running. Actually hitting the pet until he get a buff. Stun onto Vitalis, forcing out human racial out of him. And Shiv looking to catch up to the Hunter. Hitting him, I think, with Reaper Flames or getting hit with Reaper Flames. Chicken coming out to follow, and it's actually doing quite a bit of damage to the Hunter. The Hunter's just looking to kite away from the Outlaw Rogue. You never see this ever. But Shiv is going to get hit with a freezing trap. Has no trinket anymore. So Vitalis can create quite a bit of control and get a lot of self-heal. Shiv, as long as he's aware of where the traps are, he'll be in a good spot. Is that a tar trap or a knockback trap? Shiv cannot run into that trap at all. Into a bike, onto Vitalis, trying to get the big damage, into a gouge for a moment. Vitalis looking to cheat the hell out of there as he's trying to get some damage back with the Shiv. He's going to be able to go to the back and maybe get himself a buff reroll or two. Looks like he might actually go kill the pet. Manning Bennett is coming out for Shiv and for Vitalis. I confused the names. Manning. I'm confusing the name so hard. I was going to call it Manning Shiv for a second. Manning Bennett just for Vitalis. Shiv didn't care. He got a big Desert Gun Chicken into a killing spree onto Vitalis. Looks like it might have been a bit of a Blade Flurry killing spree there. Looks like he was hitting the pet evenly. Actually, he did kill the pet. Wait, is Vitalis, if he's not aware that the pet is dead, he actually doesn't have a big defensive. Gets himself a Manning Bennett, but Shiv is ahead of the curve, dude. He's just sitting there attacking the pet the whole time. Turtle Shot coming out. Goes for that pet revive. Notices the pet is gone. I guess maybe he wanted to go for a pet stun or something. Gouge into the pet for a sec. Shiv might be able to get a big stun onto Vitalis. Gets a stun. Maybe a big damage to follow right here. What kind of a setup does he have for trades? Looks like there's going to be reaping flames out of him into a stun by Vitalis, but it doesn't look like... Actually, he is going to have more CC. I was thinking he actually was out for some reason. But he's going to put Shiv back on ice, hit him with a flare so no resets, into a root right after. Even pulling the pet back so Shiv doesn't have the calm point ease to build off of. But for Vitalis, I mean, Shiv is playing this game as slow and steady as he can, trying to get a setup. Big adrenaline rush onto Vitalis right now. Reaping Flames to follow, trying to get big setup rolling into a disarm right after. Vitalis, when he's disarmed, I guess he can't really do damage back, but he actually has quite a lot of utility still. He's still throwing down traps. He just can't interrupt or can't hit you with actually, does he need those staffed or a two-handed to interrupt? I don't know, actually. Shiv is just not in a good spot right now, dude. I mean, Shiv so far has been ahead on health and been doing more damage to Vitalis. Vitalis trying to get some damage to Shiv, but the Out of the Rogue self-healing is insane right now. Finally, some cooldowns coming out for Vitalis. Parry coming in for the Rogue, looking to get a big slice and dice rolling onto Vitalis. Needs one more stun. And that's probably going to be a human racial or normal chicken available for the Hunter by then. Stops the Manic Bender. Stun onto Shiv right now. But Vitalis is still in a bad situation. Shiv has grapple hook right here. He might be able to end him. Does hit him with a bike. And that bike looks like it crashed into a wall. I don't even know if it actually connected with Vitalis. Does hit him with the disarm. But the net is going to keep him slow for a bit. Vitalis is spent for some reason. He decides to start attacking somebody on Team Blue. Perfect opportunity for Shiv to actually just get a big old kill spree into Vitalis. Gouge to fall, but Shiv is just trying to see if he can get a big old finisher onto the Hunter. Looking to hit the pet for a bit. Freezing Trap is up. Is going to run into it. But maybe he was hoping the pet might attack him. Looks like the pet is actually swapping over onto what? Cade? Cade is ready. He's like, yo, next time the pet chops me, I'm just going to start killing that thing. Stun onto Vitalis. Strike inside of it. Dutch guys coming out for Shiv. It did split between the Hunter and the pet, but Vitalis just got so many strikes. Why does his pet keep attacking the Hunter every time? It just to attack the Rogue. This is goes back over there. Vitalis, the only... I feel like the reason your pet is dead is because it keeps attacking Cade. And down goes Vitalis. Blind onto Hale. It looks like he's gonna have to give himself a bit of a personal reset. Got still a spike rolling at Shiv either way though. And the Rogue is gonna have a hard time resetting versus Demon Hunter. Got himself a reset. Probably gonna be a Spectral side, getting the Rogue out with a Blade Answer Fall. Might have enough damage here. Cloaker Shot is coming out for Shiv immediately after disarming the Demon Hunter. He's disarmed, but not deterred. He's going to stay on top of the Rogue. Short Stone to follow. Blade Dance right after. Doesn't really want to get too far away from Rogue, but doesn't really close the gap either. Shiv is going to get a massive heal with a grapple hook and looking to catch himself a reset. Looks like he is successful. And Hell might just have to wait until he has Spectral Side back up to find the Rogue. Try to see if he can juke him out. He's going to get sapped either way. 5 minutes in. That first duel versus Vitalis and Shiv lasted that long? I mean, Shiv was just playing it out as best he could. Vitalis had so much control, though, with traps and stuns. It's going to be a stun onto the killing spree. Very unfortunate for the Rogue. He goes for a trinket. That's going to be a stun onto Hale. That's going to get a trinket out of him. The Demon Hunter actually cutting it off. He has actually taking shortcuts just to stay on the Rogue. He's going to hit him with an imprison while Parry's up and running. Doesn't want to tussle with the Rogue while Parry is up. That parry turns to evasion on the next patch, by the way. I think it's actually, evasion might actually be better than parry in some sense. Short stone into Hale with the gouge to fall. It does get twisted advantage, and the Rogue eliminates it. Gotta go back behind the pillar, get himself a sippy cup while Deputy isn't super high. Hale keeping him combat. Does hit him with the disarm. I-beam is available, but he doesn't have the big damage. Jetstream got to follow while disarmed. They're getting a few corruption procs, even though he doesn't have the weapons. And Shiv is in a bad spot. Short, that's actually full blind onto Hale with a short cooldown that Out the Rogues possess through a Talon. Might be able to get a full reset. Big heals are coming in for Shiv. If he gets a second sippy cup, he'll be in a good spot right now. It looks like he does not have the second sippy cup for a bit. But he might just have to get on top of Hale and just get some damage rolling while he's got him. It's going to be a cheap shot into a bike right now onto Hale. Into between the eyes to follow. Does he have the big damage to follow up? Stun onto Shiv. Perfect opportunity for the Demon Hunter to get himself a full I-beam. That's going to be a vanish for the Rogue. Does have a dot on him still. And it looks like that corruption. You guys got corruption in the pets attack and whole Team Blue. That they didn't even do anything. Pedro's actually just melted the corruption. Someone heal his ass right now. Holy shit, that corruption damage. I feel like if you ever wondered like just how strong are corruptions, I feel like that shows you Pedro just stood still and that thing just attacked him. That's gonna be Destiny got chicken onto Hale, but the kills been to follow. Does she have any followed? Oh my goodness, actually taken down. What? Both of them ran at the Rogue. Charge and a grip. It looks like the Death Knight is going to be the one dueling him. And Shiv looking to catch a reset. Abomination is going to be there. Dude, that A-bomb is just going to start harassing the whole Team Blue, dude. Everybody got dotted right now. Shiv goes for a gouge for a second onto Frenzy. He's trying to see if he can get away from the Frenzy. Stun, Faller, sure, but he's just trying to get some slows. It's going to be Abomination on the other side. Needs to catch line of sight and a heal. Not the best buff in the world, but does get himself a sippy cup rolling. Frenzy actually stuck all the way to the other side. What is he doing? Didn't you see? Is that what happened? And it looks like his pets are attacking Demoniac now. What is it with you and guys and your pets attacking Team Blue? Frenzy! Get your pets to attack the right guy. What? Did he do it on purpose? Wait, maybe he did it on purpose so he's always in combat. Wait, what? Why? No, wrong rogue! What is he doing? Wrong friend. What? Frenzy! When they rose you back from the dead, did your brain rot with the rest of your some parts? I mean, something must have rotted, dude. I think the brain went first. What was that? He can't tell rogues apart, but it's gonna be Shiv right back to the rescue, trying to make sure Demoniac doesn't take too big of a damage. I'm pretty sure Frenzy has a pet still attacking someone in Team Blue, dude. Team Blue just been taking a pounding the whole time. What is going on? Frenzy actually taking so much damage from the Outlaw Rogue, going in for a bit of a death. Back stun coming out. Shiv trying to see if he can end the Frenzy completely necrotic out his own health. The zombies go for a big ol' explosion. Abomination joining the fight. Frenzy barely at any health. If Shiv just has one more global, this will be the end. Frenzy is not gonna be necrotic anymore. Does Shiv have Reaping Flames? If he has Reaping Flames, is going to be the end right here. Poke it out. Cheap shot. Nope, doesn't have Reaping Flames. Stun came out into Shiv either way. That's going to DR him for Death Grips. That probably is going to have a Strongbolt of his own. Gouge onto the Warrior for a second. Is going to get hit with a Disarm immediately as he's trying to get himself some sort of a setup onto the Rogue. Shiv getting hit with a Disarm right now. Unfortunate position. Does get a blind onto Death Grips. Could be maybe a stun onto Shiv right now. He's actually kind of lagging all over the place. Shiv trying to build comp points. This is going to be Blaze Storm. Cannot stop the Blaze Storm for a second. Shiv grappling the hell out of there. That is going to be charging on Death Grips, covering quite a large distance. But Shiv has himself a little bit extra mobility with that sprint. And is going to be able to get the hell out of there for just a second. No smoke bomb for this man. No plunder armor, man. He's just going to be running. This is going to be sprinting out of there. Death Grips continuing to get auto attacks into Shiv though, which is very unfortunate as the boxes go. That's, I always wondered if Blizzard would ever fix that, because auto attacks to the box, pretty sure it's not supposed to happen, but all the BFA's been happening. We're just gonna put him in combat. Disarm onto Death Grips, does get a few onto Shiv. He's gonna go for a undead racial freebie killing spree onto Death Grips, getting hit with a disarm, but that pistol shot was between the eyes. Oh, big lead by Death Grips into an execute. Shiv had himself a hell of a run there, boys. A hell of a run. But now it's going to be Death Grips getting hit with a full touch of death. Kane is going to trick it out of a big bike on Death Grips right now, as Kane is actually getting that karma. No, it actually didn't have karma. I was thinking maybe he got in karma with that corruption. Death Grips popping himself massive heal, looking to see if he can recover out of this. Kane got himself another defensive roll, and looks like Death Grips is going to be just fine. Big charge onto the monk, and I think he's just gonna, as long as he doesn't have to run away from the guy, he's gonna be in a good spot. Try to see if he can get Bloodthirst off him. Karma coming in, he's canceling his own. Oh, this is gonna be the end. That karma really did not help, and Kane got quite a bit of damage onto the dude. But now that karma is gone, as well as every other defensive, Calf is gonna have his way with him. Rogues all look the same. Dalaran 2020. Oh my god, dude. I said they don't, but he thinks he does. It's just hilarious, dude. He saw a rogue and he's like, I'm gonna kill this guy. I see a rogue, I'm gonna fight a rogue, dude. Even gonna look to see if it's the right rogue. Big! Stall onto Calf as Kane is trying to see if he can bail the hell out of there. It looks like the Team Blue is actually all running away as well. They're trying to change themselves to a whole other corner. These guys are just running to the corner. Wait, is Kane trying to hang next to Pedro for the heal? Is that what's going on? I think he might be, dude. Wait, is that what's going on? Big dead. And next up is going to be Demonic. Are they all just trying to stand next to Pedro for the heal? Ysera's gift? Is that what's going on? Because they all went to the other corner and then Kane went after them. Makes you think. If that's what Kane was doing and he did die to Calf, it's like, he was just trying to cheese maybe. It's gonna be Demonic versus Calf. Got himself the big thorns. It's gonna be Vanish for Demonic. Cloak Shadows and Evasion. He actually went through every defensive, only seeing a global, and Calf is gonna keep him in combat with the Crucible. Calf is gonna have a massive advantage here. With a stealthy duel, Demonic tricking it out. It's gonna be double tricking. Calf getting hit with a bike into a wall. The second cheap shot coming out. Demonic no longer with a single defensive left to deal, unless he has a blind. If he has a blind to Calf, he might be in a good spot. Calf went through all his heals before dampening got super low. He still has one more charge of wall. If Demoniac does not get a clean reset here, he did use Shadow Blades. He did use Shadow Blades for this go. That's quite a lot, man. And one wrong build? Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. You actually lived pretty well for a very, very long while. That's gonna be Demoniac landing a small opener onto Calf just to put a Night Blade on him. He's gonna go for a reset. I feel like Demoniac, I mean, there's gonna be a bit until his cooldowns up. But he's not out of the fight just yet. If he lands a Savage to Calf while in cat form, that'd be Perfect. Perfect. Literally. Catholic might pick up the eye. It's an option. But he's going to go for a self-heal. Looks like he is going to waddle to the eye. This is going to be demonic. Hitting him with the crucible. And going for a bit of a reset. Trying to keep him in combat. If he can land a sap while in cat, that would be perfect. Trying to go for it. But it's still going to be bear. He's going to have to bear the brunt of this damage. Demonic does have a lot of health back. He won't have a blind, I don't think. No blind, no vision for 30 seconds. This is going to open up with cheap shot. Doing quite a bit of damage to Calf either way. Even though he's in bear. Bash onto Demoniac does not have an answer for this. Calf is going to go for a bit of a setup of his own. Trying to get the bleeds rolling. But actually going to be Demoniac. Doing quite a lot of damage to the Feral. Thorns are up. Trying to see if that will be enough to shake him off. Does not want to get off the Feral. That's going to be that underrun trick and proc, but it does so very little healing at this 50% dampening, basically. Might as well not be real. That's going to be Shadow Strike for Demonic. Catches the kid shot on the cow, but he's in bear form. If he survives, there is a renewal. Trinket available if he needs to. Could Trinket this. Wall very, very soon. Big heal right now while in bear. And it's going to try to stay on top of Demonic, but that's evasion and Cloaker Shot is back up for Demonic. Could just stay on top of this Feral the whole time. Ferret Calf might as well stay in bear for the duration of that evasion. And that's going to be advantaged by Demonic. Does he get a sap to Calf? Not going to be able to do a clean one. It's going to be bear form unless cat. Cat form? Nope, doesn't get the sap in cat form. It looks like Calf knows the rogue is nearby. He could just go for regrowths. So Demonic just needs to wait for a good opportunity and catch a sap on him. Essentially, that's all he can do. Catches the sap while in bear from Cal. Does have a trinket backup. He has cooldowns. He does also have a wall. Demonic popping his Shadow Blades. Getting hit with a bash. Trinket in himself. And Thorns for Calf right now. Trinket's out of the cheap shot as a bike rolls in. Is going to get a wall rolling there. Going to be Crucible. Demonic trying to stay on top of Calf. Calf is trying to desperately heal. Playing very defensively. That's going to be Viscerates just chunking him out into a short maim onto Demonic. Might be enough damage to turn this around. He's going to be blind by the rogue, but is that enough bleeds? Is this enough bleeds? Demonic get himself a self-heal. I think he wins this one. It's his game to lose right now. Demoniac, it's his game to lose. Unless Calf has something in his bag, something unexpected. I think it's going to be the Rogue's game here. As the 15-minute mark almost starts. Getting the shot. I think it's going to be game. Does have a charge of Shadow Dance. Big Eviscerates maybe? And that's enough, dude. That's exactly all he needed. And down he goes. Very well played, boys. Very well played. Very well played. None of the duelists have to hit the end wall for one to make a mistake. None of the duelists have to hit. What? What are you talking about? I got a rank for 10 cloak and about 4 steel and fear warrior. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Warrior and rogue main, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, but let's get another one going. Yeah, what time is it? 7? Oh shit. Wow. Oh wait, we did start the stream a little late, didn't we? We've been streaming. It's actually like 6 minutes before. We could get one more in. I was thinking 2 hours flew by, but it wasn't exactly 2 hours. But yeah, let's get another one going, boys. US, what is it? 199? 200! We got the 200 on the US, boys! Stream crashed for me. I hope it didn't. Did it crash for everybody else? I guess I could check on my stream. It says excellent connection. Rip stream. Stream crash. Crash. What? No! We didn't crash though. We're still live. What is going on? Oh, it did crash. What the fuck? It says excellent connection. Why is it lying to me? Are we back? Are we good or no? Are we back or no? It looked like stream crashed as he won. I didn't do anything, boys. That's the thing, I didn't do anything. Yeah, it still crashed. Is it coming back? I don't know why it would have any issues. It says excellent, stream is healthy, but nothing. Should I just stop streaming and restream again? Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'll turn off OBS. Are we back? Are we good? Do we upgrade? Are we good? Okay, so my stream didn't crash. Nothing of my shit crashed. OBS was fine the whole time. And are we back, first of all? Saved? Okay, so no idea why it ended. My OBS was working. Are we lagging again? Is this? Are we good? No? Are we back? Okay, I think we're back. No idea, boys. What just happened? Are we good? Wait, hold on, hold on. Are we back? Are we back? Yes or no? Are we dead again? We good? We're back? Okay, no idea why my stream crashed. It might have crashed on the YouTube side. Maybe I lost internet connection for like a second and then it was back normal. My OBS was working fine and it wasn't dropping a single frame. Yeah, my OBS wasn't dropping a single frame. No idea, boys. We're back. Okay, do we have enough in us to get one more duel, or are we done, boys? Oh, I have no idea. So nothing on my side crashed. It just seems like the stream just crashed on the YouTube side. Maybe because I've been having some weird internet issues. The OBS now is actually getting like a non-steady connection though. There's some drop frames. So maybe I just lost internet connection for like a second, like complete this full loss for like a second. And it was back, but on YouTube I guess it just stopped. No idea. One more. We can get one more done. Yep. Okay, you guys let me know. If it crashes again, let me know. If it crashes again, let me know. Because if it crashes... Because it didn't even feel like anything crashed. Didn't feel like anything went wrong. Because everything was fine on my end the whole time. And then let's groups up and running. We have more groups. We have Seawork. Let's get Seawork back in here. Have a group ready to go with Fire. Let's get Fire in here too, man. Seawork and Fire. Because Fire haven't got to play at all. And it looks like Gussie might have to play another time, man. And Seawork. Here we go. Look at those two boys going. 12 round arena. Biggest arena possible. Alright, that's gonna be something. That was 200th game though that we recorded. With the last one with Shiv running us out though. Just mixing and mashing everybody. That's pretty good. Whispering you? Are you? I didn't see him, sorry. We got this Jamili Charles. Is that Jamili on the priest? I don't think so, right? But we call him Jamili Charles. Can we call him Charles? Because it's not Jamili, I don't think. I don't think it's Jamili. Alright, Twitch. So, with the team blue, we got what looks like Jamili Charles. I don't think it's Jamili. So we're gonna call him Charles just so we don't get confusions, okay? We got Serena here as well. We got Eleda. Eleda? I'm gonna call you Eleda. Just, I don't know if that's right or not. We got Seawork on Fire and Cousin Pumper on the Pharaoh. We got ourselves Genesis Exo on a rogue with Kylie. We also got Master of Death here. Look at this, man. We got skill issues as well as Valorip in the back. Valorip making a comeback. How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one. Who's gonna be first up? It looks like this is gonna be Charles. No, Eleda up first. Never mind. It's body count? Okay, that makes sense actually. Yeah, I was gonna say like Jamili? It's like Jamili doesn't even play anymore? Remember when Jamili was like kind of like a name you recognize, but nowadays like I don't even know if you do. It's gonna be Kylie versus Eleda is gonna trinket out of that stun into a kid that forced her to trinket out of the Demon Hunter. Destergasso flying. That's gonna be a bike out of one of them. It looks like bike by the Demon Hunter as it's trying to stay on top of Kylie as best as possible with a stun. Oh, it's Kylie Jenner. I thought it was Kylie Jennifer for some reason. Why was it Kylie Jenner? I thought it was Jennifer. I don't know why I thought it was full name. Unless he has like an alt and there's exactly the same tunes. It's going to be blind onto Eleda. And Kylie is going to catch himself a reset. This will be a perfect time for them to get right back into the action with Eleda. Could be quite a bit of damage out of the assassin. I gotta think about it for full vendetta. Also Eleda, I'm just expecting for them to just go down to one of the images. One of their little corruption boys to just spawn and just slam him right in the face. Getting the shot with full dots. Eleda dropping out darkness. Not a lot they can really heal through. I think they just might die to the dots. Trying to see if they can tap the rogue and going down immediately. They really need to add a death animation for Demon Hunters, dude. When you die in demon form, you need to have like a death animation, I think. I think it'd be something cool. Like a death animation where the Demon Hunter just like looks at themselves and then like the Demon Hunter form like rips in fell flames and then you see like the Night Elf just chilling there on the ground. It's gonna be Charles up next versus the Rogue. A road to follow for the Rogue. Get a shot right after. It's gonna be a pretty big opener onto the Shatter piece. He still did not even dismount. Could go for Disperse if you wanted to. Mally to follow, and he's actually going to try to see if he can dispel that. Mally does get the dispel, and is going to get himself a shield up and running. Stun on to Kylie. Mind control while a Siphon is on him. And that's going to do a little bit of damage, but mostly just gives a rogue at bay. Trying to get a Mind Blast in, not going to happen. Does get hit with an interrupt, killing the Siphon immediately. And Kylie goes for a self-heal. Self-heal against Assassination Rogue. I mean, I guess he's trying to win, right? There's going to be actually a kick, not available for Kylie right now. As a greater fate comes out. Mind control doesn't last long at all. Kidney shot right now on to Charles. Does go for a Shadow Fiend though, so that Shadow Fiend helps split the Destrigat damage, which is good for him. Otherwise, the Destrigat would have been full 100% into Charles right here. And it looks like he's lagging a little. Looks like he lagged out. Maybe I lagged out? I guess he's down for the counter. Maybe he was like, you know what? I don't think I can beat a rogue. Either lagged or he didn't feel like he could be at a rogue, so he just kind of gave up. But next up is going to be Seamark as a fire, get hit with a sap. Kylie got himself 2 people under the belt and could be a third right here with Seamark. He's playing that fire mage, so it's not that arcane shenanigans. It's going to be the good old fire. Trying to see if he can run out of the garage. Get a shot, still connects. And Kylie isn't going to commit a lot of damage into Seamark. He's actually just going to hit him with Crucible and then bow out for a second until he has more cooldowns. It's letting the dodge do work, burning through Seamark's shield. As the dampening rolls in, it's going to be pretty huge for the Sass Rogue. Seamark still in a decent spot. If he can maybe somehow Nova the Rogue out, maybe it could be a ballsy move. Just Nova him out, hit him with a poly, have a breath save for later when the Rogue re-shadow steps to you. Maybe could be good. DC, yikes. Oh, sorry to hear the body count. Gonna be kidney shot yet again by Kylie onto Seamark. That's huge damage. Big Destrigat does have himself a temporal rolling, but that temporal is not going to be able to get back the Destrigat damage. That's still lots of dots. Actually, Kylie goes for a Trinket Smoke Bomb and a re-stealth off of Seamark. Does hit him with a Nova, does put him out in combat. Is going to try to repoly him. There's going to be Cloaker Shadows. Kylie actually committing a lot onto Seamark. He got himself a health trick at Increase. Try to see if he can land yet another poly onto Kylie. Does land in greater power. He's still going to connect. Has a Maledict rocking him right now with a Meteor to follow. Kylie does shadow step past it. Seamark trying to see if he can get the hell away. Might be a Cauterize coming out of here with all that Maledict. Could be really bad. Trying to get himself a shield rolling right now. No safeguard shield. That's going to go blind. Kylie could just burn to the mastery. Still continue to take hits. It's going to be Azeroth procs onto procs. Sapa to Seamark. Seamark could be down here. There's going to be Iceblock available. He's still in a decent spot. Kylie has all the control. No Vanish for a bit. Might just want to open up until... Wait until a Vanish is back up and running. Does hit him with the Omen. No! Almost misses on Ring of Frost, actually. And that's going to be the Rogue down for the count with a Greater Pyro. Nothing else needed. And down he goes here. I can even try to see if he can hit him with the Reaping Flames, which might give him even a stronger Reaping Flame opener versus Genis. If he's able to get himself a good setup. I think Genesis might just obliterate Seamark in the opener. If he's even able to hit Reaping Flames once, that could be huge burst. And Seamark is going to go behind into his team. He's going to try to get food ASAP. Genesis slowly approaching. He's going to be forced to have basically an honor duel, full cooldowns with Seamark. I don't know. If Seamark had Reaping Flames off of the Rogue Kylie, he won't have it by now. I think too much time has passed. You only hold on to that ball for like 30 seconds. It looks like Genesis went for a kidney shot to see if I can just kind of stop for a second. Interesting choice. Double polymer coming up for Seamark. In case Genesis does go for Chicken. I guess he's so used to with Kylie in case he might want to do it. Ring of Frost does not connect. Genesis going for a Cloak of Shadows, but standing still. Trying to get himself a shadow step on the Seamark with the mark for that kidney shot, but what is that standing still? He just like stands there and just chills there for a second. Dragon coming out of the Dragon's Breath, does get hit with a fireball, and Seamark might have enough damage here to take down Genesis. Might want to go for advantage, going for maybe defensive play. He is. Weird moves by Genesis. He just kind of stands there, waits for Seamark, and then just kind of hits him out of nowhere. That was a weird one. It's like kidney shot and just kind of stop auto attacking him. Unless he's like spamming abilities, but he's just not close enough to him or something. It's almost like as if he's fighting a feral, right? You kidney shot a feral, you see that there's thorns, you're waiting for a bit, you're waiting, you don't want to stack damage. But you like the fact that she got a dot on him. Weird. He's just gonna sit and sell the whole time until cap. Yeah, he's actually just gonna sit the whole time, dude. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. Probably shouldn't sit too close to Seamark, honestly, because if he hits him with a Nova. Are you asleep? No, he's not. It looked like he laid down to sleep for a second. Is he actually gonna sit until the second sippy cup? It's literally a whole minute of waiting then. Oh my goodness. Genesis not watching out for receiver because that getting hit with the Dragon's Breath. I guess he was just gonna wait until he has a full sippy cup wombo combo. Sivir hitting him with a Greater Pyro into a ring. Ring connects. Greater Pyro does not break it. Second Greater Pyro coming out. Needs to keep this rogue in combat. Greater Pyro is going to connect. Hit shot does come out for Genesis. Does he have enough master damage on him? Vendetta rolling onto Seavark. Trying to min-max the damage here, but a temporal should keep him afloat. Blind onto Seavark. Genesis has a small master burning on him. Does go down either way at the 7-minute mark. Weird choices some of these rogues have made. Meister of Death is up next, trying to see if he can get himself a full army up and running. Does get Abomination. Probably going to be followed by a full Apoc. Lagging a little bit, kind of all over the place. Got himself AMS rolling. That's going to be a Polymer for Seavark. Got one either way. What did Meister trinket? But that's going to be Greater Pyro Blast is going to hit him. Does he have a full Ring of Frost? He does not. He does not. Try to go for Michio. There's going to be a big combustion on Seavark, though. Could be huge damage. Meister better get himself some defenses rolling. That's going to be Death Strikes for Dacia. Trying to see if he can get himself a huge Ring of Frost. Not going to happen. Seavark is going to be able to cast the fire spells into the DK. Trying to see if he can land a Polymorph. Might not be a good idea. Trying to Ring of Frost him out of it. He's going to have a little bit of health. Has Ice Block if he needs to. Greater Pyroblast trying to come out. Meister is actually going to get some dots rolling on Seavark. Does get himself a little bit of heal from Temporal. And Meister doesn't really have a way to heal right now. Has IBF. Seavark could go for Ice Block. Doesn't go for Ice Block yet. Pyroblast coming in. Might have enough of your breath to follow. Meister barely any health. Just one more ability. Scourge does come out at the end. Seavark better sit down and chow down immediately. As skill issues is approaching him ASAP. Seavark doesn't have Invis or nothing. Has Ice Block, but I don't even know if that's going to do anything for him. Ice Blocks it just maybe. Might be able to escape. Might be able to even stand a chance. Maybe wait until he has shield back up or a blind or something, anything. That's going to be it. I think Polymorph interrupted. Down he goes. Got himself a Reaping Flame. That's it. Shield. Wait. Has the shield back up. Is that enough? Is that going to be enough for him? It's kind of lagging a little bit over there. The pet is going to be over there trying to see if he might be able to take a chump out of Seavark. If he's able to actually remove the shield too, that'd be bad. Temporal. Barely any health. He's still trying to fight it through the breath onto the pet. He doesn't want to give up. Ring of Frost, the pet is going to get frozen. If he could somehow catch like a reset with mount up and just run away. Not going to happen. Wait! He did! Oh my god, the boy escaped! Does he get any food? He's trying to see if he can eat. Is that even going to be a single stack of food? Tick. Two ticks of food. He actually got 2 ticks of food. What a madman. What a madman right here. Versus skill, dude. Skill issues. He actually got himself quite a boy to fight against. It's going to be Poly with a Greater Pyro. It looks like Seavark is going to go for a big setup. Does get interrupted though. Does get interrupted. It's going to be kind of a bummer for Seavark for a little bit. But looks like he's going to continue the running spree. He's going to hit with a stun. Cataclysm is going to do quite a big dot on Seavark. Is going to get a temporal at 29% dampening though. It's going to be quite hard to get any kind of heals. It looks like there's going to be a Succubus pet against Seavark instead. Trying to go for invisible dots are on him. Probably should have waited. Try to go for a mount up in the last second. I think it's going to be ended. Got himself extra health. Wake, maybe not complete out. Combustion coming in. Does get interrupted on the skill issues. Got himself reflect rolling. Could maybe still reflect. Trying to see if he can still reflect. Could maybe burn down the pet. Looks like he's going to Nova the pet. He's not out. He's not willing to give up. Death Call does hit him. Skill issues is going to be able to find himself a lineup. Does get the dot rotting down Seavark. Oh no, the trinket is down. Not have any more health. Yeah. He played to the very bitter end, dude. He tried as best as he could. Looks like Soren is going to get hit with a conflict in the open, and it's going to be Cloak. Fear coming out. I was going to say Cloak of Shadows for some reason. Fear coming in onto Sereno. Trick is out of the Fear immediately as it's going to be a Succubus CC with a Succubus Seduction. Going to be dropping down Infernal. Perfect opportunity. Bubba coming out for Sereno while wings are up. Trying to see if he just might be able to one-shot skill issues with big blood of the enemy. Desiccate the big damage. The wall I think might hold him. Shadow Fury came out and Casable to follow right after. Skill issues got so much damage. Fear actually DR is completely on Sereno as he's looking to get himself a little bit of line of sight with a Shield of Vengeance while wings are up and running at 36% dampening. I don't think you're going to get a lot of healing, buddy. Skill issues, it should be getting super hyper 100% offensive. Death Goal onto Serena with a Casable while Infernal is up. Second Casable to follow. I think it's going to be down for the count. Almost draining him from a distance with an Immolate. Does get himself light. Flash of Lights coming out. That's going to be Cataclysm to reapply the dots. Flash of Lights trying to keep him afloat. Does he have anything left at all? Hand of Freedom just to at least get away from the pet, but that pet is still going to continue whipping him. And looks like he'll barely survive him, but Skill just needs one more global on the guy, and that's going to be it. Serna got a slow into the pet. Might be able to get a heal. Is it to somehow let the dot fall off? CC the pet. Succubus CC. I think it's gonna be G. G. Looks like Skillish is just chilling. Wait his time. Decide not to go with a Cataclysm or Kazbolt. Decide just to get an Immolate with a Conflagrate. And Cousin is gonna be the last one left for the Skillishes. Does get the opener onto skill right here. Getting the bleeds up and running. Big bike to follow. That's gonna be a death goal into Cousin Pumper. Trying to see if we can bail out of there. Got all the dots on the skill. Actually, the dot play of this high dampening is actually huge. Because skill has passive healing. Does have a Warlock Hellstone, death goals. And he's really got damage left. With this high dampening, he only has damage. And the bleeds, if Pumper can get some big damage onto skill, like the bleeds, just let the dot and rot. And throw crucibles in from time to time. Like he actually just win with dots alone. Bash onto skill, trying to get the bleeds up and running. Looking like he wants to bail the hell out. Fear is gonna hit him. Doesn't put. Oh, actually took it out of the fear. I was thinking that it was like a path him in a good direction. Look at that. Full dots and a crucible into skill. He's got himself a shield for a second and it's gone. Shield for a second and it's gone. It looks like he got to reapply even more dots or maybe make more consistent reapplication of those dots just to get himself a big rake. Cannot catch a reset. That's going to be a full a full pet infernal on him with a fear to fall. Casbo's flying. Shot of fear right after. That's going to be more Casbos to go for Skillis. Cousin is just taking so much damage. Catches line of sight, but actually has nowhere to go. Skill has one more Casbo ready for the guy. And down the boy goes. Skill taking him out at the end. How many kills was that, my dude? 3. Very well done, Seavark. Well done. Skill. Very well done, boys. Very well played. Only one guy didn't get to play is Valor. Hopefully Valor will get to play next week. But boys, I think that's going to be it with the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Can I have the last one? No, I think we're going to call it here, man. I got to get some food in me. I got more videos to work on. I got a bunch of Shadowlands content to produce. I got a dungeon that I recorded. I need to edit in the video. Then I'm going to be doing another class update. And I posted a poll on YouTube of which class I should do next. I feel like because I can only do 5 classes, I want to remove it and repost another poll. Make like a stream poll or something where I can put every one of the classes that I didn't do on the list because I can only do 5. So I want people to kind of vote that way instead, maybe. Because YouTube has a poll, but it doesn't give you all the classes they can choose from. Maybe I'll remove it and just not do like by poll because I feel like if I do it by poll, it's gonna disappoint somebody, right? You just pick a class and do it. I'll think about it. Thank you guys so much for coming by, though. Appreciate all of you for hanging out, boys. What are we gonna call it there, dude? I gotta get some food in me. I'm gonna go chill, relax, and get back to the Shadowlands. I might even log on BFA. It feels like I haven't done that in forever. Ever since Thursday. Do a straw poll and link it in Disc. Yeah, I'll post on Discord and I'll link it. And I'll also post it on YouTube. I think that'll be a better way of going about it. Dwarf wants to hug you? Your name is Oops My Bad. How you doing, my dude? Sometimes this thinks his jumps and I can't follow the camera. And other times I can do it perfectly. It's just basically guessing. Like he didn't do it. I just want to keep doing that same motion. Fuck. Shit. I swear to God, dude. It's like a game. Fuck. It's like a game, dude. I can't predict it. Oh, I thought I got him. Crap. I keep thinking this is gonna do like for like 3 jumps, 4 jumps. Keep trying to predict him. Every time I think he's gonna jump, he doesn't. Every time I think he's not gonna jump, he jumps. I can't beat him, dude. My prediction skills are awful. Sometimes he also just delays it. There it is. Looks kind of cool on my screen. It just looks cool. Can I join Battle.net? Yeah, Dalaran hashtag 1340 Shiv. Oh, welcome to my dude. I try to get through my ads. Day 18 in quarantine. Start to fall and jump into work. Yes, exactly. Alrighty, boys. I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow we got more Shadowlands on stream. We'll have some fun with that, and also take a look at more updates. I meant to look at troll updates, but I guess we'll look at them tomorrow on stream maybe. But you guys can look at them as well. We also have a new room on Discord. Join Discord, by the way, if you're new. Join Discord. Much love. Oops, my bad. Join Discord. We have all the links. We have a Shadow link right there. You can talk about Shadowland stuff. There's updates regularly there. You can reach me on Discord fairly easily. So there it is, boys. Thank you all so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. And I'll see all you boys in the next stream. Alrighty? Peace.